was just, but he didn't know that. He did not know that. He did not know that their 9 is R7. He just happened to just say like whatever. That's good.
Wait, so
that needs to be
or red side.
Asher, like the coach, nobody on the team should be making that decision ever.
Yeah. I have them confirm games.
Time.
Fans, we got an amazing League of Legends game today. We are going up against the Concordia Cobbers, not Concordia Irvine, not the one down the street. This is the one from Minnesota. So they're playing very late. It's 9 p.m. for them. It's a nice sunny 7 p.m. for us here. We just finished drafts. Everyone's hopping into the lobby, and the game's going to start maybe about like 5-6 minutes. We just wanted to talk about drafts really quickly. We are red side for game 1. Malphite top, Udyr jungle, Syndra mid, and we have a Caitlyn Nico bot into a Cho'Gath top, Nocturne jungle, Annie mid, and a Jhin Melio bot. We were talking a little bit about how we feel about all these picks, and I think we are both confused on the game plan from both teams.
So we were already talking about it. Top side for the Cobbers, really strong. Annie, Cho'Gath, Nocturne, pretty solid trio in my opinion.
Mm.
But the Jhin Melio is the only thing that like confuses me. Also on our side, we have like Malphite's Nico, Syndra.
Mhm.
So I think both teams, like we talked about earlier, just wants to like kill the ADC, and after that it's a free for all. Like
Mhm.
you press your R buttons, and after that you just pray that somehow your team wins.
Yeah, it's like we have really good pick. Like if they need to walk into an objective, we have Malphite Nico ult, we have Syndra ult, Caitlyn ult. Like we have a lot of single target damage and like a little bit of AoE. But really, I mean, because we have Syndra Caitlyn, we really just want to be killing one person. Like what does Udyr do?
I do
He
think
zones.
I do think that this Udyr is gonna be an AP
Mhm.
since like how we just know these players.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he must go a little bit more damage because I don't think they could ever kill this Cho'Gath if this if this Caitlyn never gets ahead.
Yeah.
So I would assume that
Mhm.
both junglers would be pathing bot side. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
Yeah, I think both junglers path bot. I don't think anything's going to be happening top lane. I think it's going to be just farming for the first 10 minutes of the game. Mid lane, I think mid lane are probably going to be a lot of action. Whenever Annie has a stun up, Nocturne's going to sit mid when they both have ult up.
Yeah.
It'll be easy to try and kill the Syndra. It's like anytime Micah uses E, if Annie has ult up, they should be looking mid.
For context, they don't know who Micah is. So.
Micah's the Syndra, the
Yeah.
mid laner. I'm assuming our fans know our players.
Yeah,
You know,
basically, yeah.
if you follow us, and you love us, you should know that Micah is our mid laner. All right, Micah's gonna be on the Syndra. We have Aaron on the Udyr. We have Corey on the Malphite. We have Monica on the Nico, and we have Angel on the Caitlyn. And so I'm gonna make the mistake of going back and forth between the champion's name and their actual names, but that is everybody's names. They're gonna be piloting these
pretty-
champs.
Despite the complications in the draft, I feel like our team has its advantage on having their mains basically.
Yeah.
They're all on comfort picks. I
Yeah.
1v1 the Corey earlier from Malphite. He did
Mhm.
pretty well. He survived like the storm that I brought him.
Mhm.
You see us pretty well. I have really high hopes for our team because they're on their comfort picks as well. I saw Aaron jungling
Yeah.
earlier with Udyr, and our support as well played Nico, so
Mm-hmm.
they have a pretty good warm up. So let's see if they actually apply all these warm up things. We've been constantly like trying to help them out, giving them tips while they
Mhm.
were playing. Actually, I've been giving them tips for 2 hours, especially this guy on top. We were 1v1ing for 2 hours. All I'm saying is like he did well. I hope it transitions into this
Yeah,
game.
like they're warmed up, they're ready to go. This is Comfort. So I mean, Comfort is just like early game, right? Like the first 15, 20 minutes of the game should be extremely smooth. This is all like their most comfortable champs, most play champs for a lot of them as well in the roles that they're playing.
I
Uh,
I am so I'm sorry about that.
no,
What
you're
were you
good.
gonna
You're
say?
good.
I am really surprised that Micah picked the Syndra
Yeah.
when he was playing the Hui. If you look at his solo queue games, it's like
Spamming Hui.
20 Hui games.
Yeah, second ban right there. The Mel too.
Oh,
Yeah,
it got
look. So
banned.
they
Oh, I see, I see.
Corey Shen, and Micah's Hui Mel.
Oh, I did not see that. Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then Corey picks up two more. Corey picks up the Kale ban and the Orn ban.
I don't think they know that we don't play Kale in our
We're never going
scrims.
to.
We're
Yeah,
never gonna
yeah.
pick
We're
Kale.
never gonna pick Kale. It's too hard. It's too hard to play around. Too hard to get fed.
Yeah,
Um,
like what else should we say about this?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's. I don't understand what Blue wants to do. I have no idea what Blue side wants to do at all this game.
I think their mid jungle has like insane pick potential. You know,
Yeah.
you get an Annie flash stun, flash tibbers into knock ult,
Hmm.
you're just dead, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like
But then it's like, what's after that?
what's after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we burst one, then we just pray. It's
Mhm.
a free for all.
Yeah. Like if they swap out Jin for Jinx, I think Blue comp is disgusting.
Oh,
Because you have like
absolutely.
you have insane pick on one person, Jinx gets free reset, and then you have a Cho'Gath, Tibbers, and Milio. Kind of like
how are you gonna reach this Jinx? Right?
yeah, yeah. But
Or-
Jin, unless he gets fed. If this Jin gets fed, then he can kind of like run us over.
We did
Udyr
not.
needs to get to a couple items. Malphite's fine though. Malphite will be fine like standing in front of the teams, kind of like tanking Jin while we're getting set up.
I just realized though
Uh-huh.
that this Jin, if he does not get fed, how is he gonna go through Malphite?
Never.
Never.
I don't think he's.
So both these teams are itching to kill each other's ADCs.
Yeah.
That's just it. And after that, it's an actual free for all, and we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Which I think might. Who's it better for? If both ADCs dies, is it better for Cho'Gath or is it better for Udyr? Because those are the champs that really like they kind of get to do whatever they want once the ADs die.
our jungler,
Mhm.
I have never seen him build unending despair.
Mhm.
I think if he does, it would be so much more better for him
Mhm.
because then he can ignore this Cho'Gath and just run at Annie Nocturne.
Like,
I'm pretty sure 1v1 Udyr wins against Nocturne
yeah.
because Udyr's a disgusting champ unless he mechanically misplays. But
Mhm.
I think it's better for Team Red, honestly.
Yeah.
But then again, how are you gonna get through this Cho'Gath?
I think both teams needed to pick slightly different ADs. Like I think Malphite Nico's fine.
What
Udyr's
were you thinking
okay.
about the better for Team Red's AD? Varus to complete the single target damage. You have Cinder Varus.
Maybe. I mean, I think there's no Misfortune ban. Then we have Nico Malphite. Is that not
Actually,
insane setup for Misfortune?
Misfortune would be actually really good here.
Maybe it's because they didn't want to blind it. I think I even told Angel before too. Like one of the best champs to blind.
It's a Misfortune.
Yeah, I think you can kind of just pick Misfortune because then like the other team doesn't want to go scaling bot side because she's really oppressive early. And then if you last pick support on red side, you can make sure that it's kind of like always a winning matchup.
I think what happened was when they were talking, they were
Mhm.
like, the support and enemy team is like, oh, okay, never mind. So this guy is the only high rank on the enemy team.
Who?
The support, the Milio.
What?
This guy is their emerald. And remember we talked about it?
Oh, yeah.
Like there are 4 irons and
Yeah.
1 emerald
Yeah.
against our team, which is how many irons do we have on our team?
I don't know.
I think 3 and 1 bronze and 1 plat.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure Corey and Angel are both in bronze or silver. So it might just be Monica. I think Aaron's in bronze. So yeah, I think it's like we have iron, 3 bronze, and a plat. And they're 4 irons and an emerald. Huh? Did you see that?
Okay.
They just. Okay. Wow. They just looked at each other. They both ran.
into the
They both ran
pixie.
top bush, and I think they were both alt tabbed. They both just sat in bush for like 3 seconds without doing anything. Oh, what a start. What an amazing start. Cue it. Yeah, okay.
This
So
has
top, yeah.
this is gonna be an issue for Corey, our top laner, because he keeps on using his Q without his Arcane Comet and his mana
Flow.
flow. So I did tell him about this. I hope he applies his lessons, and I'm hoping for the best here,
Yeah.
really, because we
And
have
he gets.
a decent comp, not that bad, not that great.
Why is Micah sitting under turret and he just got free ward on blue and we didn't trade division anywhere?
So already level one's pretty rough. Also
Horrible.
pretty rough for enemy team. Wait, where's my support, by the way?
Monica? Is she pretending to be a minion? She
Yes,
might be a
I think
minion.
so. I think he's on the mid brush right now.
Why did we not trade vision there? Why is Micah sitting under turret?
Wait, from good poke
Okay,
on
good
bot,
poke early, yeah.
and we're on just wrapping each other top again.
Dude, what is this? What is this? This gameplay is insane. That is crazy.
And not so much happening, but surprisingly, we did not expect Nocturne to path bot to top.
Yeah, this is.
But as we expected, Udyr pathing top to bot, unless yeah.
Invading. Oh my gosh. This is okay. All of this is because mid lane did not sit in 5-point position.
Yes, I
You
agree with that one.
He gets a free ward and he does not get punished at all, doesn't lose any health for wanting to drop that ward.
Level
And
one's
Nocturne
really
can go
important.
invade for free. This is
insane, and he's gonna be met with no blue, and now his clear is like, what am I doing?
it's
Okay,
a coach's worst
we're having
nightmare.
a gank mid.
And we see 2 buffs. So we know that he invaded.
All right, that's an
And flashlight
ignite.
too. Sad.
So first blood to Cobbers.
Mm-hmm.
Looking pretty rough for LBCC.
I mean, it's a warm up game.
It's a warm up game.
Micah's getting his warm up game in.
Yes.
Hopefully from here on out it's fine. You know, he just got it's a little wake up call. He got a little wake up
He
call.
died level one. Let's see where it goes.
And now hopefully after this it goes smoothly.
Oh,
What was that Shogath trade?
Does
Grasp
Cho'Gath have
insane.
HOB? Good to know
No.
that he does not.
It's just grasp.
So give me a quick second, folks. I have to fix something. Asher will take the lead from here.
Yeah, I got it. This is oof. What a start to this game. I mean, bot lane's doing fine. I think it's just rough. Like top overextended on that trade. We have 0 mana because we're spamming Q when we do not have mana flow up. Mid flashed a little bit late and didn't 5-point. I mean, it's just a lot of things that need to be fixed. And this is also like had nothing to do with skill. None of these problems or issues that we're running into have anything to do with skill. It is all just because we need to do the little things that just take a tiny bit of effort and just a tiny bit of like thought. Just a little more thought, a little more effort in game 2. I think everything runs so much more smoothly. What? Okay, we're just fixing some audio issues real quick. Okay, I mean, as a coach, I already know the first thing that we need to talk about as soon as I go out there after this game, whether or not we win or lose. Level 1 needs to be so much better. Level 1 you need to consistently do the same thing every single time and have some sort of set plan that you're going to do before you even go into the game. What you really want to do is like one of two things. You either want to trade vision, like you force 5 people into one side of the map, you drop a ward or 2 to figure out what the enemy jungler is starting so that you can come up with some sort of plan that you want to do, whether it's like pushing into the opposite side of the map, pushing towards the same side of the map, making sure that one lane is shoved so that they can rotate down when you're both pathing in the same direction. You can even like skip a couple of camps if you want to go for an invade. There's like a lot of things you can do level 1, and all it takes is like a tiny bit of communication and planning. I think what we should have done there is if we're going to commit to the 5-point, everyone has to do it. And we lost first blood because of it. We didn't know that the Nocturne was running across and running back up for the gank. We assumed that he was going to finish his full clear. That's why we were pushed up a little bit too far mid. And our jungler comes down and finds out that one of his camps is stolen. So he's also behind. And there's not a lot that you can do about that after the game's already been started. After once the minions are in lane, there's nothing you can do. So the first minute has to be better than that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, turning into a little bit of a disaster, and everything that happened was because of our level 1. We need to do such a better job setting things up. Like we gave up early tempo mid, right? When we should have shove. Oh, nothing is going our way.
I'm back. I'm so sorry about that, folks.
It's all good. I was just talking about how level 1 was extremely important, and we did not play it as efficiently as we could have, and we kind of gave over a lot of pressure mid and jungle. Kind of like lost 2 lanes because we didn't 5-point. Well, didn't lose.
But our gold right now, not that bad. Not as worse as we expected.
Mhm.
If this was like 3-4 weeks ago, maybe we're down 2K in like 7 minutes. Okay, there's Oh, this is what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, top side is so strong. CC, knock up, Cho'Gath ult, you kind of have everything.
That's
yeah.
like we get the objective, but we just leave everything.
We can't
I guess
fight
we
top
get
side.
plates.
we can't fight top side until we scale.
I think the main redeeming thing that we have here is that Caitlyn gets free farm, but our
XP
Jin already got
gold.
their kills, and they're getting first drag.
Yeah.
We're still down 1.5k. Not that bad. Not that good as well. This is looking pretty rough. We have
Yeah.
3 grubs, so my suggestion is for the next grub spawn. Oh, it's not gonna get synced up, huh?
You wanna know what's crazy? Why our jungler isn't 6 and theirs is?
What happened?
Invade.
The
Invade took the
blue
camp.
buff.
Yes, so jungler hit 6 early. So that fight, our jungle doesn't have 6 and they do. Our Nico is rotating pre-6. I think you kind of wait till you hit 6 on Nico, even if you do want to fight for first grubs.
Are we seeing a small trade up mid lane? I do not
Yeah.
think that we should be fighting the next grub.
No.
I think we should just let our just play for bot side, sack top side.
Mhm.
We gave 2. Wait, who got the kills though? That's the thing, because we can't see from here.
I think Nocturne got a double.
Nocturne
not
got
sure.
a double. I'm pretty sure a Jin got 1 kill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Wait, that was kind of
Alright.
sneaky. Wait, that was kind of huge. Okay. Go Monica.
pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's like a classic Nico tactic you could do.
Yeah.
Like, just they would never expect it. Especially
Mhm.
Micah had a stacked wave. I don't think this Annie counted the waves properly.
I mean, it's also, I mean, we're doing a great job. We're doing a great job keeping up. We have what? It's a 300 gold
It's a
difference when it's
300
supposed
gold.
to be a 1K gold difference because of the kills we gave over.
Yep.
Is that plates?
I
Yeah, we have a
think it's
plate mid and a
plates.
plate bot. And Caitlyn caught like 2 waves while they were rotating.
All right, our Nico
That's
has
nice.
ult, so I'm. Oh wait, it doesn't. Oh
I
sorry.
think it's 1 wave off. Does it show XP? Oh no, it has to be targeted to show XP. It has to be close though.
Please block. Okay,
Nice.
we use heal block. That's not that good, but
Gotta
like,
do one or the other.
yeah.
Have to make a decision.
I think we should hit 6 here.
Yeah.
Make a plan. Make a play. Make
Yeah.
a play like bot side. I think we're stronger bot side right now
Mhm.
because of our CS lead and plate lead on our Caitlyn.
Yeah,
I think he needs to take a reset though.
yeah, it's shove reset, and then once Nico has wards, we drop like 2 in jungle. Because for Nocturne, the shallow wards, like in the bushes and tri bush, when you walk down towards bot lane, those do not do anything. You have to ward the bush on red buff, and you have to ward the entrance into his bot side jungle. Because you don't. It's not really about like, oh, can we see Nocturne ganking? It's more about you need to see which quadrant Nocturne's in. So it's like you want to get the entrances of the top side and bot side jungle so that you know what side of the map he's on, because you can get ganked. It does not matter where he is. You just have to know what side of the map he's on, because if he's on your side of the map, he can gank you.
I don't know what we're trying to do here. We're singing pinks to go to grubs.
No, I think we should give.
I really don't like this. But then again,
Um,
Aaron has a lot of free time. I don't know how. It's Udyr maybe. He just clears so fast. He has a lot of free time right now.
Yeah.
Props to him. That's a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So what do you think? No. Just how about I'm pretty sure we should dive bot here. We already have 3 grubs. We have a Syndra, Malphite. Are we playing side lanes here? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, okay. That's
You're
a
not
flash
sure?
mid.
Yeah.
overall, pretty good trading.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, well now grubs are free. You can just shove in mid, back TP in. Because Annie doesn't have TP, so any time Micah has TP, it's winning. Whatever situation we're in is winning because Micah can TP
I'm
when Annie has to walk.
seeing Nocturne pathing through top, and that is a frozen wave, is it not?
Yeah, he should just pull it. He should pull it and sit on it, wait for Cho'Gath to walk up, maybe get some damage off.
I do not want
Both
this
supports are
engage.
roaming.
You're
No, we
alone
shouldn't.
right
We should
now?
not 1v1. We do not 1v1 a Nocturne.
Yes.
We need
this
to wait.
is-
Once we're like 2 items, then
we
maybe
are
we can.
gonna lose this now. Enemy
Yeah.
team gets us for free.
Why are we walking up to 1v1 there? No, we should not be going in. We're getting out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have no ult on Syndra. This is really bad.
Yeah, why are we fighting? Yeah, we should never be fighting topside. I honestly think that topside fight could have been fine if,
we've waited for our teammates. Yes.
yeah, also, Syndra, no ult. Your ADC has ult. They both reset at the same time, but they didn't swap lanes. If you really want to fight over an objective, like, I know it's very, like,
But this is also big because keep in mind they have a Cho'Gath.
yeah,
That's a free stack. We should think about the game like as a whole in general. Like, oh, that's a very nice kill.
really good pick. Yeah,
And our Caitlyn doing Caitlyn stuff,
Mhm.
stay in the bot, get your plates, get your farm up. Let's
It's-
fight this Drake, I guess. Do you want to fight this Drake?
it is insane how much better he's doing in the 1v1.
No ults
mean,
on Nocturne and support. Our ADC pretty healthy, has a level lead. I think this is a fightable Drake,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
No ult on the Cho'Gath. He will never be there. He should not be there.
What's the timer on it? I think,
That's like what less than a minute for sure, or 15 seconds. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
And we're seeing a gank
yeah,
top.
Nico
He
should
has
step up
ult. He should probably be safe here. Then there's a free Dragon bot. He's safe here. Ult out.
surely.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Good job by Flopline. He held it so long.
Yeah.
Like we said, free Drake. So after this, I think we should just go back to regular lanes.
hmm
Keep playing for this Caitlyn. I think that's just one thing I want them to do, is play for this Caitlyn. Is because that's their strong point right now, and we're actually up 200 gold. Oh wait, 200 right? 400 gold.
Yeah, we're up 400, down
Did-
4 kills, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure it has to all be in 80's pocket.
I don't think so. I think this plate's too mid because there's
Oh wow, 3
mid
plates.
has never gotten a plate. I think this Syndra is just owning this Annie right
Yeah,
now.
that's crazy. Doing really good.
No action on the map whatsoever at the moment. Otacon in 6 minutes. Dragon 5 minutes no?
Yeah, I think the rest of this game should really just be when do Nico and Syndra have ults, and then where are they walking together. That's what I would do for the rest of this game. Your Caitlyn has such a huge lead, you can kind of weak side her for a while, or you can put her mid, right? Like you can do Caitlyn Nico, they can go mid and kind of take over because of how much gold he has in his pocket, or you can send the Nico roaming and just
This is
Nico
very
Syndra move together
dangerous
every time they
for
ult up.
mid. With
Yeah.
Annie flash with Nocturne,
Mhm.
I suggest just flash over on the Syndra,
Yeah.
but they do not do anything whatsoever. I'm pretty sure this Syndra's like 1k up. Oh, that's a solo kill right there. Just instant death.
Yeah.
This Annie's
should just
just
stay and shove
walking
it
where
out.
he doesn't want to be.
Yeah, this should be
not supposed to be
mid-turret.
there.
I feel like this should be mid turret, and then they should walk bot into his bot side jungle and take everything, and then take bot turret.
I think
Like this
it's
should be a
super
4-man.
bad,
This is
yeah.
a 4-man operation here. Jungle should have stayed to help him.
Or maybe support, but I guess we want to roam top and get her back off. I think we're forgetting that this Annie has ignite, guys.
Why are we not hitting turret here? Is it not free turret? Aaron should just stay, help him shove it out.
Should have been.
They take
okay,
turret, and then they walk bot side together.
I do not like this TP because now it's out of sync for Herald, but they still get it. And this is an Emerald support, by the way.
Yeah, what we need to do is, I think we just, I mean,
Let's check our ults. All ults up aside from Melio on the enemy team. Our
yeah, we
team has
take
all
any
ults
fight
up.
now. We take any fight now that Syndra and Caitlyn are at.
So,
So we have to give this because we're not there. So walk bot.
we don't
'cause we're
have
late.
any prior whatsoever. Our gold is in Syndra and Caitlyn. So without those two, I don't think we ever fight this unless they get like a miracle engage off.
Oh, and Nico has flash. I think this
Yes,
is
I-
fine. Nico just needs to
Okay,
hit 3 flash.
That's a 3-man ult into a 3-man stun. It's perfect. It's a perfect team fight. That's just it. I think isn't the game right there?
Yeah, that is pocket gap. Wait, they all had flash? What?
I think this is just a pretty.
That was nice. That was a really nice engage. I didn't think it would go so perfectly. That's why
Yes.
if I was playing this game, I would have been like, "Oh, they're there first. It's fine. We have so much money. Like we can take 3 turrets right now. Like we can push a lot of turrets here. I wouldn't want to walk their second,
I never
especially
really
to
real-
Cho'Gath
sorry.
Annie.
Yeah. I never really realized them like clumping up 3-man on top of each other against a Malphite Syndra.
Yeah.
It just made it so easy for them.
Yeah, I think you sit in bushes you know you've cleared as like Annie Cho'Gath. First person to walk in gets like 1 shot, and then you can play out the 4v3. But they were all hitting objective stacked.
But then again, we see where the comp lacks, right?
Mhm.
Once everyone hits their R buttons, it's just a free for all.
Yeah.
Without the ADCs there, it's just a big mess.
Yeah.
If everyone just
Like who
bonking each
who
other.
uses their ults better, and then
who
that's
has a
kind of like-
bigger stick basically
Yeah.
right now.
and right now we just have so much more money than them. This is going to be the rest of the game. It's going to be
Pretty
we're going to get a
much.
really good engage in all the fights. We're seeing
Alright,
that the
Syndra might
cobbers do
be caught
not.
out here.
I think it's a 2v1 angle. I actually think it is.
No ults. I think
Yeah.
it's still...
It's a
Very good
2v1
job.
angle. What a banger. QE.
Oh
and
my
she
god, that is
flashed.
really good by Syndra.
Turn around. Yes. Yes. Turn around,
You
Micah.
have won the mental game.
Oh
I
my
need you to
gosh.
get the solo kill
Mental
right
is
now.
boomed. It's
And
oh.
absolutely over. Nico might be caught up a little bit here.
How much damage does Caitlyn do? I want to see the pockets with an ult. I haven't seen an ult yet. Has Caitlyn ulted once yet?
No. I think in this game state, I use it for pull
Yeah.
against the gym, but I do not think so.
Mhm.
I think for this Malphite, just walk up the turret and just bonk it with your W. I think you get
Yeah.
it pretty free.
Just
Especially
Q
we-
Cho'Gath ult out. if you need
Especially we
to.
saw Nocturne bot side.
Yeah, this is. Oh my gosh, this is such a good game for them.
Lane
is-
assignments. Lane assignments.
This
so
is so different than. Oh yeah, lane assignments. I think we want. I mean, what are TPs? I mean, mid messed up TP, right? So mid always has to walk towards objectives. Malphite's weaks. Yeah, I think this is
I
fine.
think either mid or someone needs to catch one wave or the other.
Yeah, Malphite's walking
I
down.
see
He's
Syndra.
TPing. Oh,
So
they're
both
TPing on top
both
of each
top
other.
laners, I think Syndra would maybe get caught out here.
We still have Nico flash ult and we have Malphite ult.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
there
a
it
really good
is.
engage.
There it is. Yep,
Please do not walk up
it's
front.
been done. Hello, Peel.
Then again, we see the free for all. We just and our Jin just flash autos the clone. I think that Jin just
What
threw
an
that game.
amazing
What a
fight.
banger!
Yeah, I think that was
This is what we want to see. LBCC fans, this is what we want to see.
a fight of all time.
That is just
This is-
pure chaos.
Yeah.
And-
LBC, I think we're playing all these fights so fine. Like I feel like everything that we're doing is like correct in what we're supposed to be doing. I'm blown away by what I am seeing from the other team. Like we're not using flashes to like dodge important abilities. They're spread out extremely weird. They're not focusing the same target. It feels like they're not on a call together how they're playing. It feels
Yes,
like that there's not a
exactly.
whole lot of communication happening, which is why it's strange because like the other games that we've played in this league, we can tell that there's like communication, there's a plan, there's like a flow of things. That was just like it was hectic.
But
great.
then again, I feel like our team has their synergy.
Mhm.
It's just that they miss. How would I say?
Mhm.
They have
Uh,
really good synergy. We've seen them play. We've
Mhm.
seen their like vibes. They're
Yeah.
really a fun team.
It's
to
just
be
like
around.
it's just like mechanics have to catch up. Like they have really good synergy, and it's just mechanically they'll get better.
And again, like
Micah's
Syndra
just so
just
fed. Yeah,
he's just
pocket
at this
diff.
point he's just so fed you can't walk up to the Syndra without your flash.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you do as Jin Milio here.
nothing.
Nothing. You
actually
just sit down your tower, wait for your Cho'Gath. You cannot walk up to anything. This is pretty good by our support right
Mhm.
here. We see you just clearing wards. I think this is perfect. what I would change though is put our ADC mid
Yeah,
would
I
like
don't
to
know
see
why
ADC
80's
mid.
top. Why is 80 top into Cho'Gath?
and our Malphite in mid.
We're not using all the money she has. She can one shot anybody that tries to match mid, but like Cho'Gath. If Cho'Gath were to
This
match mid.
might be pretty dangerous for us. Remember, our Syndra has no ult. Okay.
Is that's why we picked the Melio, huh?
Yes.
Like that interaction right there is why they picked Melio.
I
It's the
think
first
so,
time
yeah.
he's ever done it. Interesting. Again, this was a
I think there was a little skirmish of bot because we see Annual here, and our little Caitlyn is still okay. Syndra might be caught out here. We had oh,
trades.
that's a trade 1-for-1, guys.
1-for-1 in a
1v3,
3v1 with 2 ults used.
I think that's pretty worth it. We just call out Baron here.
That
They
is
use
crazy.
3 ults. It's pretty free. Once they walk up, I don't think they're ever
Yeah.
gonna walk up. But if they do, we just turn on them. Just do not let this show walk up to us, but he will just ult this Atacon.
Yeah, this is looking kind of free from here on out.
LBCC, 8K gold up. We're not sure how this game is gonna go, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a banger all the way through.
Oh, it healed because of the little aura, like right at the end of his smite. It's okay. It's good. We still
It's-
got it. We,
Alright,
now
we see
you,
a
you
T
just
for
trade. You
Syndra.
trade as many kills
do
as you
think
can.
we are gonna fight this. We're gonna get all the kills here.
Yeah, look at Kate. So
Kate
fed.
is just bullying them at this point. 2 levels up. There's nothing much you can say.
Yeah.
I just get mid tower here.
Mhm.
I don't suggest running for this skill. Just leave the Milio. He can do anything.
Mhm.
I don't think this skill really does anything for us. I would just rather go mid here. Get that free outer. I mean inner, sorry. Or top. Milio is just walking out.
I mean, we just clear enemy camps, right? Like in this state, jungle walks straight to a lane, shoves it, and then you just take enemy camps first, and you cycle through your own after instead of taking yours first. Like every time you have everything shoved, it should be like walk into jungle, drop your wards, or like scan the bushes, take their camps, and then you cycle back towards your own, and you make like you do like the C shape.
I
Like,
really
either
like
going
what we're
top to bottom,
seeing
bottom to
here
top.
from LBCC. They're just collecting all the free gold.
Yeah,
Now we're 13k up. Is it? We're 13k up. We're getting the blue buff. I
Yeah.
just wish like we got more of their camps.
Mhm.
Just get more vision, get more wardings. Play for next Drake. Huh?
yeah, there it is. Okay, their entire bot side jungle is warded, and now it's just like reset, spend your money, just sit in bushes.
Wait
Yeah.
for Baron, and we overload mid.
Yeah, they just need one person push out midway. Yeah, look at that. Corey's getting it so good.
I like what we're seeing here.
Playing so well from a lead. So actually, the only mistake was us not 5-pointing correctly, and we lost early game because of it. Like the first like 5-6 minutes weren't looking too great.
Cobbers are regaining their vision here, which is pretty darn good by them.
Yeah, but now we retake, right? So like we warded early, we reset, and now.
But
Oh, maybe
our
we do it
jungler is
early.
off sync though, so we
Yeah.
have to wait for this.
Normally, the back and forth is like you ward early, you reset, like right before the Drake is spawned, like you get back in time for the spawn, and then you retake because you're the one that has more gold.
I think this show got to TPN right now. If they want to contest this, it looks like they're posturing to contest. I think Shogat should TP right now at bot wave.
I'd send one mid. One person should be mid on our team to like contest turret, so they have to make
They
a
are
decision.
posturing to contest this.
'Cause I think we can 4v4, right? We see Choke at this top side. We can just leave.
This is too late by them. There's nothing we could do here.
It's
That's a
Choke
waste
at
of TP.
So late. Yeah. Now we just like walk down mid.
Walk down mid,
Mm-hmm.
go to Baron.
Yep.
Turn on them.
We
this
just trade
is-
where wards are. Like, why are we doing this game? We don't got to do this game.
Our
Look at mid lane
Okay.
here. It's a really good fight. Okay. Pretty low.
I'm
Milio
pretty
had to burn
confused by
ult.
what's happening right now. We just saw a bunch of misplays and misclicks, and now our Caitlyn is getting caught out mid. He might die for this one. Cho'Gath flash, Q, miss, and we're dead.
Okay, this Cho'Gath is awesome.
And we are seeing.
Can we peel for the Caitlyn? Crazy.
I think we
Our
lost.
our carries are just getting dove by Nocturne solo.
Never mind.
Nobody there to help.
Like it's just what we talked about.
Yeah, inhib
Once-
into Baron or Baron then.
I
inhib?
think one person should shove out mid.
Yeah.
Because we have Udyr which is enough to
Yeah. He's
kill
really
this
taking-
Baron. I do not like Malphite going here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be 2 mid. It should just be 1. Because you need 3 people. out
Malphite
there
or Syndra,
hitting.
it doesn't matter who.
Just
I
one
just
of them.
need just one person.
Just
needs
one
to
of
go
them
there.
has to go. One person should stay and push out mid, and then like maybe go push out bot too.
I think they got it though.
Wait, can they even take it?
I think they got it.
I mean,
They have Baron buff recall.
The
I think they're
Udyr's
pretty
healthy.
safe here.
yeah.
How we want to see a Baron here? It's 3. Yeah,
taking
this
so
is
long.
This is what we've
It's
been
taking
talking
so
about.
long.
Only one person needs to go mid,
Yeah.
shove it out, or get whatever you want, then come to a Baron. We burst this, we reset, we
Yeah.
get back on the map, reclaim our vision,
Mhm.
like enforce our vision line, maybe on our top side, maybe.
Yeah. I think you 3-2. You send like Malphite with Syndra, maybe bot lane, and then you send the other 3 top lane, and you just let mid auto push, and then you just watch whichever side Nocturne ults, the other side just pushes as fast
But
as they can.
then
and you
again, we
just kinda
are
sit and wait.
13k up, so I think we could force some pretty bad. We could
Yeah.
do some pretty bad stuff
They
here.
could just
like-
walk mid. They could just
walk
5-man mid and kill everybody if they want to.
But I think they would rather play it safe.
Yeah, I also it's like guaranteed because of how much money they have.
But who is the win con for the enemy team here? I do not see a.
It was Jin, but he does not have the lead he needs.
Remember what we talked about earlier about the draft? It's just kill
Yeah.
the ADCs and it's a free for all.
Yeah.
I guess LBCC has a better free for all here.
Yeah. Again, like same point we made earlier, if Jin was Jinx, even if you're on like 2 items and you're kind of behind, getting that reset basically gives you a free item.
I
Which
think
is,
it's
like,
a
what they could
conflict
play
right
for,
here.
but-
If this was Jinx, like you said,
Mhm.
we get one pick, we get resets, we kill everyone.
Yeah.
Just wait for Malphite ult.
It's just insane how much damage this Cho'Gath is taking from Syndra.
At
with how
this
far
point, I
ahead.
think it's just pretty over. We see our jungler
1v1ing the top
1v1
laner.
the top lane. This should never happen. And that damage is
Oh!
insane by our Syndra.
What?
And this guy is just getting melted by the Udyr. It's just over from this point out. It's just a walk of triumph.
That is
We're just walking
That
over
is
them. It's
crazy.
just nasty.
that is
Should be game,
insane.
guys. Should be
Yeah,
game.
yeah, it's looking pretty over. That was so well played. I mean, we pretty much we did everything correct that entire game except early game. Like fixing the first 3 minutes and making sure that we have some sort of plan instead of sitting under turret. Like it fixes the first couple of minutes that we weren't doing great, and then this game ends even faster. Like I think if we correctly 5-point, this is a 25-24 minute game instead of 28. So well played.
So well played by our
So well
team.
played by LBCC.
Props to Cobbers. That level 1 was insane. They played very good. Their 1v1 was pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah. They played like the entire first 5 minutes was pretty much perfect from them. That's why I was like, oh, this game's gonna be rough. But it was just like laning difference.
I really thought that Cobbers were somewhat have a plan in mind because that level 1 was insane by them.
Yeah, it seemed
If
like
I
they did.
think they kept on that macro throughout the game,
Mhm.
it was be completely different for LBCC.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I
Overall, pretty good match. I would say, what a banger match, honestly.
yeah.
There's
I think-
nothing more to say.
Yeah.
Just fighting throughout.
Mhm.
It's what you want from League, basically.
Yeah.
5v5s, 4v4s, and your ADCs on bot 1v1. That's nothing more you can ask for, really.
I think there was like a couple like mechanical mistakes
Definitely.
that we saw top lane, jungle, bot a little bit. Yeah, I think it was an amazing game 1, and we're excited for game 2. We're
Yeah.
gonna take a short break, and we will be right back for that game
Alright,
2.
See you, folks.
Welcome back, everyone. Very excited for game 2. They just started draft. Keeping the same side, so losing team gets to choose what side they want to play on for game 2. The Cobbers decided to stay on the same side of the map. So,
Looks
we're
like
red
they're
side, they're
starting
blue
off
side.
with the same bands.
Yes, both teams, exact same thing. All right, what was the last band on the side? It was Shen, Hui,
Mel.
and Mel.
Based off
yeah,
the 4 games of Mel played by Micah in the mid lane there.
and they were shaking. They're terrified of it.
Terrified of the new Mel.
Are they gonna do the same thing again? No way they don't get rid of Syndra. Syndra walked all over them the entire game, and I think they got counterpicked too. We picked Syndra on like 2, and they picked Annie on like 3 or 4. I think they're doing the same bands.
Same exact bands. Are they gonna play the same style too?
Yeah, I
That'd
think you
be
just
crazy. Are they banning their own Kale?
I think you just salty run back. You just pick the exact same draft, and know that
Oh,
Kindred.
start. Interesting.
I don't believe, from what I saw game 1, that this jungler should put himself on Kindred. I think he did fine, but it was not an outstanding. That's better.
Oh,
Okay, we
interesting.
love to see the Malphite.
He's taking
Now-
the Malphite from Kale here.
We just pick Silas. Legitimately, anytime Malphite is picked, you lock in Silas. It does not matter who on your team gets it. Top, jungle, mid, support. It does not matter at all. You just pick the Silas, take Malphite ult, and you win the game. It's that easy.
Now
I
here's the
promise you.
problem. I was talking to Micah earlier. He doesn't like Silas. Too much of a bully.
Put Monica on it. It actually doesn't matter. You just tell her that she's playing Nico, but she has to press R on Malphite before she gets Nico ult. It's like,
Yep.
it's that strong. It's actually, okay, wait, our top pick Kale.
First pick Kale here.
Is that good into Malphite?
Eventually.
Eventually, right?
Probably, yeah. You'll just poke him out with the AP damage from Kale if he builds AP.
Okay. What? I don't even.
Oh, that they were talking about this in their draft. If he kills Kale top, he's gonna take Cassante mid. This is a Cassante mid game.
Okay, I love this. This is awesome. It's interesting and crazy, and I don't understand it. So I don't know how you even finish off a draft like this. I mean, if we're playing around Kale as our damage carry and we have a Cassante, we do what? We do one more tank. We do a supportive ADC. So, like, honestly, there's no Udyr ban. I think, like, Udyr, again, would be really good, and then bot lane could go something like Ashe Nautilus, Ashe Zyra. Honestly, like, anything supportive that just, like, helps Kale wipe this team.
I do know Monica Zyra has been getting some work done. Oh, they picked the Annie back again.
I did not like any game 1. I did not think it was the best choice, especially, and then blind this time. Well, I mean, I guess they don't even know where Cassante and Kale are going. They're probably confused. ADs. Okay, so we're going Kale, Cassante, AD, and we're gonna blind jungle. I think we go jungle here, and you blind 2 support champs you don't want to see. Okay, this is go Ezreal. That's fine. This is weak side, right? Weak side Ezreal because we're playing for Kale. So we're playing a weak side bot lane. It means we have to have a ganking jungler. And we want to... So what is that? So they have top, jungle, mid. Oh, they're just picking for themselves. Okay, interesting. Interesting to just draft in the correct order. Does it really give you any sort of advantage? Nautilus is... Okay, well, maybe this is just their support's most played champs.
Yeah, their Emerald hard carry is the support player here.
Yeah. Which...
Ban the Nocturne. Don't want Aaron here taking the Nocturne from them now that they've locked in Trundle.
Does Aaron play a lot of Nocturne?
Yeah, his
Oh,
main
okay.
champs Nocturne, Udyr, Lilia.
Okay. So we're gonna get Udyr or Lilia here. It just depends on which one they don't ban. I don't get the Milio ban. I mean, it's because it's his most played, but that looked so useless last game.
And the Blitzcrank. I don't
Yeah.
see much Blitz coming from Monica here.
Yeah, that's
Interesting ban.
very interesting. I guess we're just scared. Maybe we're just scared of the hook. I personally, I don't like seeing Nautilus or Blitzcrank whenever I play bot lane, so I understand it. I get it. It
Yep.
comes from a place of hatred.
Bringing back the Nico back to back. Okay, I like the Nico from last game, minus that one R
Nobody saw it. It's okay.
that no one saw.
Yeah,
Yep.
nope, nobody saw it, so it's fine. It didn't happen. Okay, how do you... I don't understand. Okay, Senna. So So what do we have? We have Trundle. We have Trundle running into Cassante. So we have a side laning Trundle because
The
nobody can
Cenaveris
really
here.
match. We have Malphite Annie. Cenaveris. Yeah. Okay. How do you finish out this draft? I'm so confused. It's like we're kind of doing front to back with like a tiny bit of engage sprinkled in, and their their comp makes sense if Trundle isn't there, right? Because what like
Oh, we're
Mordekaiser.
pulling out the Mordekaiser jungle from Aaron, the specialty.
Yeah, I mean, our 4v4 is better if Mordekaiser gets rid of Malphite or Trundle, because we just have a brick wall that they cannot go through. I mean, we have a lot of damage too. This looks good. This doesn't look bad. I actually don't mind this draft. I think it is strange but works. Their draft, I'm so confused from blue side.
Well, I don't know much about the bot and mid lane matchups here. Why don't you tell me how you think that'll go?
Bot lane, I think bot lane looks like it's going to be pretty boring. I mean, none of these champs want to go hyper aggressive except kind of Nico, but you're playing with an Ezreal. So bot lane should just be farming. We should just be farming and like waiting for objectives, waiting for fights. Mid lane was Annie into Cassante. I don't think I've ever seen that matchup in my entire life. I don't think I've ever seen Annie into Cassante, so I have no idea how that'll go. I mean, I think it should be fine. Can we rush Mercs? Because they have what? They have Senna slows, Varus ult, Malphite E, Trundle ult. So okay, I think actually Mercs is pretty fine. 3 auto attack. So maybe we can rush some magic resist and the laning will be fine. I mean, I know Cassante is fine into pretty much anyone. Like there's nobody that kind of like destroys Cassante. You just build a couple defensive items, sit in a turret, play out the game. I've also never seen Micah on Cassante, so maybe he does something I've never seen before in my life. Maybe this is an amazing performance. But yeah, I don't. This is gonna be fun. Because there's no one theme on either side. Like the left team, it was like we're kind of engaging, but then it's like, oh, but now we're going Cenaveris. We're playing poke, and it's like, okay, so we're going in, but we're not going in.
Kind
And
of
then-
like countering their own team comp, are they?
Yeah, a little bit. It's because like who's peeling? Like who's peeling for them?
Yeah.
Normally, Cenaveris, you want a tank to stand in front of you, and it's like Malphite is not the tank that stands in front of the team. He's the tank that dives into the other team. And then our team comp is like kind of poke, kind of engage, kind of front to back. Mordekaiser you just make somebody disappear, so you don't really ever think about Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's just he's gonna get rid of one person, and you 4v4. So I'm just looking at the 4v4, and I guess Nico engages, try and poke the squishies down, and then Kale, Cassante, Ezreal just play front to back. Like Ezreal, Kale just sit behind Cassante and just they go to work, they go to town.
And that Cassante is gonna be a massive brick wall in the front lane there,
Yeah.
just dishing out damage and tanking all of it.
Who is gonna kill that guy? Varus? It has to be on hit Varus.
Then you
That's-
gotta be careful of the walls too. Don't want Cassante kidnapping you away, making it from a 5v5 to a 3v3.
Yeah. This is gonna be so funny. I actually think it's bad if Cassante is taking someone away. I guess it depends on who he's taking away. Because they're the ones that have point and click CC, right? Like if Cassante and Mort are gone, if Annie just flash ult somebody and you follow it up with Varus ult, it's actually really, really hard to fight. Because like one person on our team gets picked. But if Cassante's just sitting in front of us and nobody wants to throw anything, then we're fine. Because Ezreal Kale outrange the Varus. Not Senna though. Senna will eventually outrange freaking everybody. I said this is so interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out. Normally, when drafts finish, you can kind of like see the team fight in your head. Like, oh, okay, like this team, they want to press R, they want to go in, they want to dive, they want to like get a pick, or like, oh, they don't really want to fight objectives, they want to side lane. This, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be crazy to watch.
My prediction: they're gonna be scared of that mid lane now. Now that the last game's gone by, the
Yeah.
Syndra just destroyed them.
Yeah.
Point and click all that damage away.
Yeah.
They're gonna Malphite ult Cassante straight into a Trundle, stealing all the resistances from Cassante. Just gonna blow everything on Cassante, trying to get him out of the fight.
Yeah. Which is probably why it's a good pick. Can't really one-shot that champ.
Yep. And then you'll have Kale and Ezreal there just dishing out free damage while they blast all their abilities off on Cassante.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. The damage has gone from Micah to Corey. So it's kind of like Micah's the tank and Corey's the carry now. They kind of swapped positions.
Yeah, they did give Kale Gaming his signature Kale.
Yeah, it's crazy to give somebody a champ when it's in their name. I think that's kind of illegal, especially when you're playing comp and you can see his name. You know what his name is before you play. Corey's name, our top laner's name is Kale Gaming.
And they banned the Shen first.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't just ban out the champ that he named himself after. That kind of does not make any sense. But I mean, whatever. They're more comfortable with this probably. They probably are okay. Like it's whatever. It's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, I think it's going to be a problem. It's cool to see though. Like it's Senna versus Kale, like two extremely scaling hyper carries, and then it's just like a bunch of supportive champs around them. Oh my gosh. I hope the early game. Okay. Yes, I want LBCC to win. Yes, I want LBCC to stop them. But I kind of want to see the early game go even so that we can see how the team fights go. Because if we just stomp them in laning phase, it doesn't actually give you any information on how the team fights should go. Like if we have 4K gold above them, team fight is just always going to go in our favor, even if we mess it up horribly. That's why I really, really want to see this go even as long as possible so that we can get an early fight. Or like some type of fight. That doesn't just have like a huge gold advantage. But that's impossible. After watching last game, I think that's impossible. There's going to be 10 deaths by 10 minutes, and that's just how it is.
They did have that one massive loss in the early game team fight off up there at Grubs.
Yeah.
But then after that, they just, I understand it now.
Yeah. I don't think we should have rotated for that first one. Nocturne took a camp early, and those Grubs is when junglers hit level 6. But because Nocturne had that one extra camp, you kind of have to know that he's going to hit 6 before the Grubs. Like that was kind of the difference makers. Nocturne had ult. And then we also we rotated our Nico up too. And Nico without ult, not insanely helpful during team fights. You kind of want that champ to hit 6 as quickly as possible. And so I think it should have just been like next Grubs. And then it would have been fine. It was great that we got all 3, but I mean, if they showed up earlier and contested when we were actually taking the Grubs, it would have been 10 out of 10 draft, by the way. Yes. Amazing draft. Amazing draft by Coach Brandon.
Yep.
Absolute stud.
Absolute cinema from Team Red here.
Yes. How do they play? How do they play into our team comp?
Sorry, I mean Team Black. Don't shoot me.
Yeah.
All
Team
right.
Black versus Cobber. Cobber Concordia.
This is going to be an interesting game to see play
Barrier
out.
heal, exhausted to double. Why does this Annie keep taking Ignite?
I don't know.
Ignite is so useless later in the game. Like, what does that summoner spell do for you? I feel like the only thing you get out of Ignite is scoreboard. 1 second. The only thing you get out of Ignite is you could force an early back to make them use their TP. And like maybe you get a kill early, but like should it ever come to that? Like if you're the one with TP and the other person has Ignite, the second you get low, you can back and TP in for free because they cannot. And then you can take an aggressive trade, force them to back, catch up, crash, and then reset yourself. Like you can always find a way out of a situation with TP. Ignite, you can't find a way out of a losing situation. Ignite is like only there to help you in a winning situation.
Yep. Right here, we're seeing everyone start off in a 5-point, probably wary of the enemy team after their invade, stealing the early camps from the Nocturne before.
Yeah. Do they see Annie? They're pinging Annie.
Oh, interesting.
Or is that where the Annie started last game? Because this Annie was uncontested and just walked in. Objective timer's huge. They're not warding? Okay, they're stream sniping. They heard us. They heard us talk about that ward. That's basically all we went over.
Oh, interesting start off here with a leash from the enemy bot lane. We don't see those that that much nowadays.
Yeah. I guess they want him to have a faster clear than our Mord. Mord Raptor starts, and then 3. Oh, you skip red. Okay, that's cool. That's why I'm seeing so many champs I never see played. I never see more jungle.
Really?
Is our support a minion? Okay, yeah, in the
Yep.
bush. Well, I
She
was blind.
she loves going minions there.
I did not see her at all. I was so confused.
Getting that really good early poke off from the Nico, doing some decent damage, but the Senna just heals it right back up.
Yeah, this is so much smarter from their support too. Their support is supposed to be the best player on their team and like playing a carry champ, so we can actually have like pressure in this game.
Oh, nasty whiff from the Nico.
Very close.
If that landed, that would have been some good damage right there.
Yeah, that'd have been massive. It's also, I mean, Senna's really good because any even trades are losing because she can just heal.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, any trade you take against Senna, you kind of have to know that it's going to be winning past the point of her heal. So you can't commit to, like, short burst trades that are going to go even. Yeah, we're getting poked out a lot.
Oh, Kale Gaming here losing the top lane, actually. Well, I guess that's to be expected from a pre-level 6 Kale.
Yeah, I don't think Kale's going to win until, like, 6, 7, 8. Is he even supposed to be getting that low? I kind of think a Kale kind of like Zed, like a lot of Zeds. When you're playing into a range matchup mid, you just sit under turret.
Mhm.
You sit under turret until level 3 so that you're healthy, and then you can take aggressive trades
But
after
you gotta
that.
be aware, this Malphite didn't take Doran's ring. He's already out of mana. Stuck with his wave, probably frozen here.
Oh. This. Oh, so
Interesting
close.
walking from Malphite. Walking in way deep to ward the red buff that's already been taken.
Yeah, wasting a lot of time, giving Kale free XP, froze the wave under their turret.
Yep. But now we have the Trundle here top lane. They're probably looking for a gank, but the Malphite has no mana. I don't know what they're going to be doing here. Do they get this off? Get the flash from the Kale, and no, they don't even take it.
Well, he's gonna hit 6 and then he's fine. I don't think because Trundle has to go bot to top. He's gonna hit 6 before Trundle's back up there. So we've safely hit 6 without dying. We did burn our flash though, sadly.
Cassante here getting poked out in the mid lane. Hits level 5 first. Will he do anything with that level lead?
Yeah. Enemy bot got a reset and ours didn't. We're resetting really late. And we didn't crash the wave all the way. So what bot lane's gonna do?
Tough.
What they should do for the enemy team on blue side, they should slow push this. They should push this wave as slow as possible. They should stack up like 2 or 3 waves, crash it, and then like claim the free Drake.
Nice
Because we're gonna get
stun.
the full crash
Okay.
out. Oh,
Are we going to get a
Wait,
massive
what?
trade here from Cassante?
why did Annie like take 2 steps in the wrong direction with stun up?
Oh,
she doesn't
wow. And the wave is crashed. Now Cassante here is not looking for a reset. He wants to push his lead, it looks like.
That was nuts. Did he W at the beginning of that to like push the Annie into
Yes,
the
he
wall? there?
did.
Okay. I didn't see that he used W. If he W that stun, I thought that would have been a kill. I didn't see that he used it earlier.
Oh, and we have
These
the
roams
Nico
are
in the mid lane.
crazy.
Oh, get the flash from the Annie.
These roams are insane. And that slow push wasn't great. It's like 4 minions crash, and they're
No.
not even walking at drag. Yeah, what do they do? So blue side has a free crash. We just saw Nico roam mid.
And now they're gonna go for the Cassante without the level lead here. Interesting play from the Trundle. They have the bot prio. They could have taken drag.
They could have
But-
restarted. Oh well, this is what I'm talking about. The Annie does not have TP. If Annie had TP, it would have been so fine. Actually, I take back what I said. I think they couldn't do drag because Annie doesn't have TP and she's gone. It's 4v3. I'm saying Ignite, like, in a losing situation, has Ignite. The Ignite does not convert into anything for you.
Oh, massive stun from the Senna. That
I know.
Ezreal taking so much
I know, why-
poke.
Well,
Looks like they're gonna have to reset with a bad wave.
too many autos traded. Oh, both top laners have ult. Okay, wait. Somebody's about to die top. Either Malphite's
that
gonna ult in
Malphite
and-
has one button to press, and that Kale is dead.
Yeah.
But he doesn't walk up for it. He wants that wave.
Yeah, that's kind of like who's faster. It's a who's faster test. If Kale can hit R as Malphite ults in, I think it's fine. There's so much damage that gets output. Oh, nice. Oh,
Oh, massive damage! But does the Varus get the kill? No, the barrier comes right back out. Stops the kill from coming in. Annie stuck in the grass from the Mordekaiser. Cassante going in and misses
we
the
missed
knockup.
The knockup. So close. So close. Just ward.
Kale poking out that Malphite once again, but she's taking a lot of damage from the minions. As blue side sets up for the dragon.
Don't contest. Your ADC's reset. Just go back. Just go back to base.
Oh no!
What are we doing? Let's go base. Go base. Go base.
That was a good stun from the Senna, but nothing
Why
to
are we
follow up
fighting
with.
this?
It's going in 2v4.
Micah's crazy.
And do they win
Okay,
this?
Micah's so insane. This is some crazy. This is some crazy stuff that's happening. Annie hasn't used
And-
Tibbers yet.
Now the Tibbers comes out, but does she die for it? Yes, she does. Oh, almost
trading
getting
one
out
for
from the
one.
Cassante, but just barely too late. Ezreal coming back in, almost killing the Varus.
That was such a crazy fight. That was insane.
Oh, Trundle coming back up. Does the Nico come to help? No, it turns just a bit too late.
Oh, he's gonna die here too.
Oh, but the Mord gets out in exchange for the Ezreal.
We shouldn't have forced that there. That was crazy.
It looks like Cassante's coming in to try to clean up that mess in the bot lane,
It
but
doesn't have flash.
too slow and getting collapsed on by
Yeah.
all three. Oh, but the Nico disguised as a minion comes right back out. No ult yet.
Oh,
Cassante just gonna do-
No,
oh, in the
just
wrong
take out one
direction.
person first. He's trying to be greedy there. He's trying to take out two. He's trying to go
Oof.
for 2 kills.
Now the
He
bot
should've
lane just
picked
gets
up
right
one
back
and gone
out.
up. Yeah.
Varus up 2-0-1.
We're giving Vars too much. We're over rotating. Just sit in lane. We were all doing fine in lane. Just go back to lane and go back to farming. Why are we team fighting early? Just wait for Kale.
Yeah, as we've seen in the previous game, their early game team fight wasn't that great.
It's
But will they scale and just destroy in the late game here?
dude, we should. We're just so much better at laning. I don't understand why we're choosing to fight when we like last game was only 1 through lane. The only reason that we were winning fights is because we're up like 2k because of laning.
Now we're playing even. Kale just poking out that Malphite on no mana.
Yeah.
Is he gonna even be able to catch most of that wave? Been
What is that? Ezreal
5
ult?
minutes
Oh, it's a
after
drag.
he was checking for the drag.
Yeah.
Thought they were on it, trying to steal. But now they're on it.
Yeah, we just give full clear. Get XP and gold. It's still first Drake. First Drake at 10 minutes is crazy. There's gonna be
Sante
no soul for
rotating
20
down.
minutes.
Looks like they're setting up for drag, but not with the Mordekaiser there. He's up in the top lane.
Yeah. Oh no, he needs to finish camps. Why are we walking over? Are we invading?
Oh, looks like they saw the
Oh,
Trundle on the
okay.
bot side and they're gonna go invade the
Yeah.
top.
That's nice.
Taking a
Well,
page
blue
right out
Rom.
the blue side's playbook here. Going for those early invades. See if they can push their lead.
We can go Grom.
there
We can
goes
go Grom.
blue
We just
buff.
saw Trundle go over the wall.
Well, the grubs are coming up soon. They want those grubs.
That's it.
Nico playing really far up.
Yeah, I don't think we have to leave mid open.
We have Trundle here in the bot lane, but
3-man on Grubs is
LBCC
a
here
lot.
don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a trade. Dragon for grubs. But it's only the first dragon still.
This is gonna be such a slow soul. We have 6. Yeah. Wait, what are we walking down for? Is drag still not taken yet?
Drag is still not taken, and now it
Okay,
barely gone mid.
this is a cleanup.
Oh,
now.
and we get the ult out from Monica.
Such a good
Huge
ult.
ult. Do they get the cleanup? But Mordekaiser is just sticking on the Senna there. Stunned and oh. Oh, and the jump on the Cassante.
Top TP'd. Corey, stay. Corey, stay. Top TP'd. Stop your back. 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 Oh, nice try.
Ooh.
I think that
Traded just
trade.
a bit too much, and now that Varus is really fed 5-0-1.
Yep. That trade there, I think, really had to be Corey stays, pushes in next wave, and maybe gets like a plate or two because of top TP.
Now the wave is pushed in top lane, but that Malphite is coming up right behind him. No ult to kill him with. How low is he? He's full HP. I don't think anything's happening there.
Did he just wait? Did he just walk straight up? He didn't even back.
Nope, no back. Just walked straight from Dragon
That
all the way back to top lane.
is awesome. I love that for him. Okay, we just need to camp bot for a little bit. Bot's getting too far ahead. The next time Mordekaiser has ult up, he'll also have flash. I think you full clear, you walk bot, and you just flash ult to Varus, and you just commit to getting the shutdown.
They're getting some good poke off here in the bot lane.
Yeah. but, like,
Kale's
still
sitting at
missing so
half
many
HP,
stacks.
just trying to push that wave. But those Qs from Malphite do some nasty damage. Rock solid.
I know. Is he Q maxing? It looks like he's Q maxing. Why is it doing so much damage? Building full armor. Okay, this Malphite, I think this Malphite is definitely trolling a little bit with the armor boots. You're playing in a double AP topside. And a Nico? It's definitely Merc Treads, right? Interesting. Okay. Yep. Ultimate under your turret. Wait.
No
Wait, what?
ult.
Huh?
But he's just gonna
Oh,
let
okay.
the Mordekaiser walk straight up.
Yeah.
Are they gonna get both kills here? They get the flash out from Trundle. Nice,
nice,
one
it still worked
kill.
out.
They're just gonna
Oh,
face tank. Oh, and they don't get it.
the Q3s. We're having trouble hitting the Q3s. How does Micah always just like have gold? How does he do that?
That 101 CS right there. 3 kills on the board. Very fed on CS.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we get some nice stun off from Monica.
Varus' flash ult. Oh, that's crazy. You don't commit that there. Oh, send ult too.
Oh, and do we get the Malphite slowed? And oh, he ults right out of the ult from the Mordekaiser.
That uses Mord ult.
Yep. Unstoppable for the fraction of a frame. As soon as the Mord throws his hammer down,
Mhm.
anything unstoppable will cancel the ult.
That's crazy.
Oh, hitting that stun.
Oh no, it's gonna spread. to
Cassante.
Monica. Oh wait, Monica's out. Dude, what? Okay.
There, and there's
what
the Cassante tanking.
What is that damage?
Looks like he has a magic shield up too. They have no damage on the Cassante.
Champion is so ridiculous. Oh yeah,
It's up
that's why.
6,000 gold.
Okay, and he just got what? He just got 700, so he was at like 53. So he
Now
was
once
still up
he
so much.
pushes this wave, gets a free back, he's gonna be a massive in the later fights.
That is so nuts. He needs to go dead man's. You have magic resist. You have the armor boots, which I think should probably be Merc. No, I guess 3 of them are auto attackers, right? Trundle, Varus, Senna. So okay, armor boots. I think you need to go dead man's though, because don't they have so many slows?
Well, and here we have the Kale with the level 11 power spike.
Oh my gosh, 0-0.
112 CS. 0-0-0, just farming up in that top lane.
That is
Now
a
walking
jump.
down straight into the Trundle. Is she gonna get collapsed on? Mordekaiser looks like he's peeking down. They don't look for it.
Such a Kale player thing to be. 0-0-0, 100 CS.
We have 2 Mordekaisers here in the river. What will they do?
We're rotating up for.
Nothing, no objectives. Rift Herald just spawned. Looks like they're
Cassante
setting up.
TP? Okay, I think this is fine. It's probably fine to give for mid bot pressure, right?
Looks like the Varus just wants to sit in that bush,
We don't need to fight over this.
holding that lane entrance. We only have 3. We do have the Kale that can rotate down, but they're really killing that Herald flat fast.
Yeah, we also don't have.
Do we
flash
get?
ult.
Oh, we don't get the steal.
We get 1. Oh,
That
Varus
Annie
ult is
gets
gonna be so
away.
nasty. Varus ult is gonna hit everybody.
And there goes the entire team just popping away.
Yeah, why are we?
Flash from the Mord, Kasante coming in late. Now going straight into all 5 of them. Will he live? Does he get any of them? He lives going in. Oh. That's Senecute. Almost hitting him.
He's alive?
That
What is happening?
crazy. Will he try to execute himself here, maybe?
He just backs.
No, he just backs.
That is
Kasante going straight in 1v5. Gets no one, but also doesn't die himself.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That is so crazy.
Now they send their Herald top lane
Just fight
with
it.
the
We have
Kasante
killed.
TP.
Yeah, just fight it. We have killed. We're fine. They have nothing. They have no
As we've
resource
seen
outside.
before already, that Kasante can live 1v5.
Yeah, nice. Top flash. What is it? They got first. Did they get feats off that? Or did we get first to be killed? I can't remember. Because bot died a lot early.
I'm not sure.
I'm assuming they got first.
Oh.
And they also got turret.
Blue side has the feats. You can see in the items there.
Yeah. They got feats off that. I guess we're setting up for drag now. I mean, everything's like, why is there 80 top? Why is there
Straight
80
into
top?
the
when
Malphite,
our
too.
Kayle has TP. Our Kayle should be top, and our Ezreal should be pushing later because our Kayle has TP that so you can get to the fight in time.
You know,
The Malphite has TP, so Ezreal's going to be pushing top, and Malphite's going to TP in the fight. It's going to be a 5v4.
and that
Which is
Malphite into Senna into Varus. That's just going to be a massive lockdown on whoever they want.
I feel like this is why we're losing every fight. We're always like our 5th or 4th member that has to join the fight is always late. Like the first fight, it was Malphite TP. The second fight, Kasante walked up instead of TPing. So it's like both times where someone's not rotating or somebody's late to rotate, and we're losing because we're a man down.
We have Kasante and Kayle here in the bot lane.
This is what we were talking about earlier. I think this is like a 2v5, right? Like these two champs, once they get fed.
Kasante is
Yeah.
just getting deleted as the rest of the team comes in late once again. Oh no.
Yeah, why are we overextending bot side when drag's up? Like, where else could they be? Of course they're stacking bot side. And our Ezreal was late. Our Ezreal pushed out top and back when their entire team was already there. I think lane assignments are not the greatest right now. That's what needs to be adjusted for us to win.
Yep. Maybe getting a bit overconfident after that first game there.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy though, because I still think that this like doesn't matter. I think we're still gonna win.
Yeah,
Even though we're playing
Kayle,
not great.
Kale's gonna just keep scaling. That Mordekaiser, whoever's there most fed on the team, you can just lock them out.
Yep.
And then you have Kasante, Ezreal, Nico all there for the team fight. That Nico ult is gonna be really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of champs that like, even though we're behind, they're still gonna be useful. Kayle still gonna be useful. Kasante still gonna be useful. Mord can just flash ult, get rid of the Vars if he needs to. Nico, as long as you press R and hit a couple, people are kind of doing your job.
And if you're too far, she does have the Rocket Belt here. You go Rocket Belt flash, ult,
Yeah.
all of them locked down from miles away.
Yeah, off screen. I think they really just have to hold mid. They have to keep mid pushed out, so there's some kind of pressure on the map. I think another reason why we're losing a lot is we don't have good wards, and they're just 3-manning. There's like 3-man ganking every single lane, or 2-man. There's already one there. That's happened like twice in a row now.
Now they see Mordekaiser top, so they're gonna start Otacon. He's still staying top to try and kill that Malphite, but he just gets away with 1 Q.
Yeah, why did our jungle show topside when Otacon's up? That's another one of those things you can't just show topside for free. That is
Oh,
a crazy
and a
commit.
massive kidnapping from the Kasante. Oh, but he gets out and he gets shut down by the Varus.
That's crazy to commit there.
Otacon now
TPing?
reset, but they're all TPing in.
Why are we TPing
Nico
in the
gets
middle of them?
killed again, and they're looks like they're just gonna get cleaned up. Mordekaiser coming down really late, pulling the Malphite straight into the Ezreal. Oh, now he's walking in.
Yeah,
He's gonna try and get something. He ults the Annie. Looks like he might get
only
the
one
Annie
with the
here.
shutdown. Only one with the shutdown that he can see. Ooh.
And
Okay, we get
gets the Annie, but oh, is he gonna
Oh,
die
good
for
turn.
it? But Gets 2,
Nice, that's kind of
and now they can't do.
yeah, they can't
the
do
Otacon.
anymore. That was nice we stopped it. It's still we're late. We're late and we're overextended. Again, the two things we've done like 3 times in a row is what's happening. We're late and we're overextending just over and over and over.
That Varus is really fed, but still, gold is on par with the Cassante.
Kale just needs to side lane. Kale just needs to go to a side lane. We need to ward objectives, and we just need to like stop them from doing it. 'Cause we have enough poke. Maybe like when Nico Ezreal, we don't need to commit to any fights at all. But
Kale just taking a free tower in the mid lane.
yeah,
No one on the blue team coming to stop it at all.
that is wild.
And that's just plus 300 gold for the Kale.
Yep. He got a shutdown
Yep.
from farming.
Also get the blue turret.
Are we gonna overextend again?
They have Nico coming down. It's looking like a 3v3. Does the Cassante live here? Gets stunned and gets
It
shut
looks
down.
like we're overextending.
Nico
again.
ult coming in with a massive ult, but no damage to follow up with it.
We just keep doing the same thing. We legitimately keep doing the same thing over and over and over.
Now it looks
Lessons
like
are not being learned.
you have the Kale in the top lane, but they're just gonna take Otacon here.
I mean, well, Mordekaiser just goes for a flash smite.
Yep. Does Otacon show up in Mordekaiser ult?
No, I don't think so. It disappears. They're getting really low. They do not know how to fight Otacon.
That Otacon does shred a ton of magic and armor.
Yeah.
So if they just keep taking that Otacon poke, they might get just swept
Okay,
up here.
go in.
Oh, and he gets the steal! Massive steal from the Mordekaiser. Did the Trundle smite early?
And he got a kill. That is
And he has
so
a kill.
crazy.
Nico coming in here might be looking to stop their backs as the Kale just split pushes the top side, getting a free 700 gold. Uncontested. 180 CS right now. 0-0-1. That is going to be a massive Kale.
Okay, I feel for this Trundle because this happens to me so much. It is a 1v4. The only bad thing that could happen is the Mordekaiser flash smiting the camp away from you. Your team just has to stop hitting the objective. You walk at him so that he has to leave, and then you turn and finish taking it. Like,
Now with
why
the
did they keep hitting
Otacon.
it?
Now with the Otacon, they're just going to take a free dragon while Kale just keeps putting pressure in that top lane. Nico coming in with the zoning ult, really keeping them away from that dragon, and now they just take it.
That was a really good zoning ult right there because they had to back off.
Now Ezreal going in solo, uncontested, while the Trundle just keeps farming Raptors. Varus doing a lot of damage with his charged arrow here.
I would love to point out that Kale has not participated in anything for the last 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and just got like 80 CS. Well, our team just went through like 4 team fights. Our Kale just sat top and got 80 CS. Level, like, what, 80 CS, 2 levels, finished a full item. That's crazy. Okay.
And now once
Corey-
that Kale goes into
Corey's
any
so
side lane, he's going to have to send at least 2, if not 3
Yeah.
champs there.
Yeah, Corey's so fed.
And we just get a free objective if that happens. But that only works if the team rotates correctly.
We can trade really, really hard right now. So this is what you do. You have Otacon revive. Baron is up. You shove out mid, walk into the jungle, drop wards. You take any stupid fight. You take any stupid fight as long as you're trading like 2 of your guys for 1 of their guys, which is like worst case scenario. It's winning because you can just TP or walk back in and then start doing Baron.
Massive stun from the Nico here.
Mhm.
Chunking out that Annie. She's going to have to back here.
Who's on
They
top?
could just set up for a Baron straight away, but looks like there's rotating bot side.
Yeah, for no reason. They need to push out top, push out mid, and then just like start Baron. And you don't finish. You don't play to end. You're baiting the other team to walk into you because you had the revive. It's gone now. When you had the revive, you just bait the other team to come into you.
Malphite ult coming in, catching out the Ezreal, and unfortunately he dies.
Yeah, we should have been using that. Like, we didn't use the revive. We didn't get anything from stealing Otacon there. Which was like, that was like the biggest thing that we got that kind of like got us back into the game. Was that we have the revive. And we have a 10,000 gold Kale.
Yep, and it looks like they're setting up for a Baron, knowing that their LBCC is a member down, but they're not doing much damage to it. They need that Varus there for the damage output.
Our Kale's bot side, and nobody has any vision on Baron.
Do they just sneak the Baron here?
We have to clear before we're sending our strongest player to the opposite side of the map of the objective that's up. You need to clear it and drop a ward, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, the Senna misses the stun, but does he just walk in?
Yeah, he just does the same thing again.
Oh, he
but
walks
we're not
away just a
set.
bit too late. They don't see how much health the Baron has, and they just take it.
Yeah, we're giving objectives up for free when we have an extremely fed Kale that can kind of just carry the game now.
That Trundle just walking straight in and chunking the Mordekaiser down.
It has to be because he's level 15 and not 16. I'm almost positive he's telling his team, hold on, one more level and I'll carry the game. But I think even at 15, he can just fight because he's too full item Kale.
Now let's see if they get any value off this Baron. They didn't have any waves pushed very much. Just barely starting to push the waves right after they get the Baron.
Yeah, they don't even have bot turret yet.
No bot turret, no lanes in the top lane. Mid lane is just meeting in the middle. Looks like they won't be getting much from the Baron.
Yeah, just give Kale this wave. And Kale resets and buys Bork and 16, and then game's kind of over. Is it on this minion?
No, it's not. Maybe if it was just Kale there, but the
Yeah.
duo XP splitting it off.
Yeah, they need to give Kale something. Like, they need to give Kale anything here so that he can hit 16 and then, like, actually start fighting. 0-0-1.
Top wave.
He's 0-0-1, and it's 30 minutes into the game.
230 CS. After this wave, looks like he might even have his third
Okay.
item.
16. Reset, buy your item, and participate.
He has
He's 10K
10,000
gold.
Almost even with the Varus, and even with our Cassante here. But the Mordekaiser going in for an ult in the mid lane. Gets ulted by the Varus. But the Kale is just fighting off that Malphite. Nico gets caught out, just flashes out of the Senna ult and rocket belts away, trading her life for the Mordekaisers. That Trundle just walking straight under
Ooh,
tower.
fade
with
away.
the Crazy stun from the Nico.
Fade away.
Catching the Trundle, almost catching the Senna too.
Huge. That was disgusting.
Sante pushing out the bot lane. Looks like, oh, he's not going to take it back. Walking up, maybe trying to catch out that Senna. And he backs in the tri-bush.
Are we giving up drag? We're going to put them on soul point. Level 16 Kale. Okay, Corey, get active.
Looks like
This
he's
Kale needs to get active.
getting super active here, walking in straight in the front lines, not even waiting for his teammates. Mordekaiser up in 2 seconds, going to be there slightly earlier than the Trundle.
We have flash ult 16. We need to start pumping some damage.
Cleared the ward, and they're just melting down that dragon. Sante walking in, they might even take it before the junglers get here. And they take it just really quick. Nico
Monica
rocket
lost
belting
all of her
away.
health. That Varus is so strong.
Now they do have to be careful here. Malphite has ult. If they have vision in that bush, they could just ult and kill, and he just leaves them.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Kale has a 200 gold shutdown here.
Is that Bork?
Oh,
Did Corey finish Bork? I
and
think
it
he just got all his
seems like,
gold.
yeah,
Okay. Fight.
Malphite
Run at
ults.
them, and they all die.
Huge
Yes.
stun coming in from
Yes.
Monica.
Oh my gosh.
Massive
Go.
fight.
Kale, do Kale things.
Kale, and Kale gets
Ult?
shot straight down. Not watching his HP. Cassante just walking in, taking
Right.
no
An
damage.
alien must have abducted his keyboard.
As the Mordekaiser pulls Malphite under tower, but the Cassante just knocks him straight back out and pulls him back in.
Help!
just fighting.
Please!
1 HP from everyone on the team, and they get out. Trading 2 for 3, but with a massive shutdown from the Kale. Now it looks like they're just going to take a free tier 2 in the mid lane here. Nothing they can do to stop it.
A Kale ult into like a forward flash, I think would have cleaned up Varus Senna. Like right before Kale died, they were both so low because Senna hadn't healed in a while. Oh, it was so close. That would have been like a very, very clean fight. That would have been a full like team wipe.
Senna here looking for a back. Maybe the Mordekaiser can stop it. Oh, and he just barely misses it. No vision in that bush.
Is anyone else 16 yet? Or just the Kale? Just the Kale? Okay.
Just the Kale with that solo lane XP. Maybe the Malphite.
Yeah, he really needs to clean. I think Mordekaiser hit 16 can definitely beat the Trundle, but Trundle isn't even who he should ult, huh?
Yeah, if the
Especially
Mordekaiser ults Trundle, Trundle ults right back, steals all the resistances away from the Mordekaiser, and might just even be able to damage him out.
Maybe it is Malphite. Maybe Mordekaiser trades for Malphite and Cassante just zones, wait for Annie ult to go out, and then Kale can walk up.
Mordekaiser here getting caught out for the scuttle,
That is
and looks like he's gonna be
crazy.
dying. Bad
Oh, he didn't
trade.
ult
Nico comes
anybody.
in late, and the team rotates up, but do they catch the Trundle
First
out?
of all, we see Varus bot, which is kind of crazy. Like, why is Varus bot side here?
Trundle 1 HP, and he just barely gets away.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
They're gonna go in. They get that. What is going on in this team fight? That Malphite just sitting there, face tanking all of those autos from the Kale.
Someone needs to go push out top. Somebody go push out mid. One person needs to
Kale
reset.
walking
catch
up,
bot.
trying to kill that Senna. Now using her ult. Huge flash ult into a massive shutdown.
He did the thing. He did the thing.
And now he's just gonna keep pushing out that top wave while Varus trades for tier 2 bot. That's gonna be a massive gold lead for the blue team here.
What is it right here? It's 500 gold difference. It's actually not crazy. We're down 5 kills. We're down 5 kills and only 500 gold difference.
Yep. Trundle clearing out that top wave. Baron spawning in. Gonna be chasing straight for that Nico, but she gets away with the rocket belt.
He's
Or
still
does she?
going?
Does that Trundle has some
He's
insane
still
move
going?
speed, misses the stun, but the
Nice.
Ezreal there is there to back him up.
Yeah.
Oh, but the
Varus.
Varus comes up,
Yeah.
just poking her out.
Good. he doesn't
Probably
commit.
could have challenged for a kill there.
They're scared. They're nervous. This Varus is so fed. This guy does an insane amount of damage. If Mort ults Varus, I actually think that'd be good too. I think we need to get Varus or Malphite. And the fight should be winning. Are we just game's just stalling?
Looks like they're just farming. Don't want to set up for the Baron. That's just up for grabs right now.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should be walking topside right now.
There is 2 Ocean Souls on Team LBCC here. That's going to be massive for the Cassante. If they get Ocean Soul,
Yeah, if
that
we can
guy
sta-
is not dying.
if we can stack 4, Varus will not matter. His poke will not mean anything.
Nico Moore just sitting in the bush in their own jungle. Don't know what that's for. Dragon's coming up in 30 seconds. Looks like they might trade Dragon for Baron. Cassante coming up here, fighting 1v2 against the Malphite and Senna. Kale rotating down. Oh, but he kidnaps the Malphite straight away out of the Kale's reach. And now it looks like they're setting up for a massive team fight for Baron. That Ezreal taking a ton of
Yeah,
damage.
this fight is so split up.
Huge stun coming in from the Nico. Does she have ult?
Is that Did Mort ult Trundle? Yeah, we can't do that anymore.
That
'cause we lose.
Mord is dead. Nico going down without even ulting. And
why are we leaving?
now they just get a massive cleanup. The Cassante looks like he's gonna try and shut down that Senna, taking one out with him. But Senna, did she flash away? Looks like she did.
Yeah, Kale, go.
Kale
Do Kale
coming
things.
in, gets ulted right by the Malphite.
Rip.
All
Ult
5 are
up.
dead. They're gonna take Baron.
He ulted the one target that he cannot ult anymore. But now we know. That means next fight, right? They're going to get Baron. We're going to go drag. Next fight, we know not to ult Trundle. We know that we need to ult pretty much anybody else and get rid of one form of CC or their carry.
It looks like they
And then
don't
after
have
that,
the
we clean
damage
up.
for Baron here. That Mordekaiser is going to be up before Trundle is. He might make it in time and steal it.
This is so slow. What is Senna building? Well, actually, I think that's supposed to be the build.
They're just whittling away at its HP, but
They actually...
oh, and they just leave. They don't
actually
have the
couldn't do
damage for
it.
Baron, and now it looks like we're going to be setting up for a
my-
second Baron fight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, they're posturing for a dragon here with the Cassante, or no, is that the Kale? Cassante TPing bot. They're gonna go straight for dragon.
Wait, did we have a ward on it?
No.
Is that a red
That-
ward on it, or that's like right outside?
That
oh, it's
Nico
outside.
walked straight up, warded the Baron, saw they weren't on it, and now they're going for drag.
Okay. Drag it out, pull it down. Nico sits in top brush. Yes, this is how you set it up. Yeah, I
Nice
think you
shot.
want
They
Kale
don't know
next
the
to
Nico there.
too.
Nico now shown walking straight back to her team,
Varus on the flank.
but looks like
Varus
they're
no ult. We can walk.
laying
Nico
up in
needs
the
to be there.
front
Nico
lane.
needs to be there. Nico needs to be there. Flash
Nico
ult.
does have ult. Nico coming in with a massive ult, comboing it with the Kale. Do they have the damage for this team fight?
Nobody's hitting Varus.
Oh. And they all
Yeah.
live once again.
Rip. Nobody was hitting full build Varus.
Are sitting here, sitting pretty with 11, 3, 10, 231 CS. Almost full build, one item away.
Yeah, we really need to see, I think, Mord ult, very, very important. And I also think Nico being there at the beginning of the fight, not the end of the fight, are the two things that need to happen for us to win. And it's just not happening. I think Mordekaiser needs to be flash ulting Varus no matter what now. He's the only one on their team doing a bunch of damage. And then Trundle needs to be taken out by Cassante. I think we win the fight. If KO can free hit on Senna, Annie, Malphite, I think we're fine.
And here, they're still taking that Baron pretty slow without the Varus there, but no one's up to contest it. They tried stealing with the Ezreal ult, but too high HP. Now it looks like they're just going to try and push out the waves, try to counter that Baron. Oh, but he ults straight in. Does he get the kill? No, he doesn't. Too
Oh.
scared to walk under tower for the kill.
That Ezreal does so much damage to Malphite.
Trundle just walking straight under tower, taking a couple tower shots. Malphite low. They do have cannon Baron buffed hitting that tower, but they just walk away.
So
What a-
outside of gameplay, what do you think in draft could have gone a little bit differently to make this game easier for our LBCC team?
During draft, definitely calm what they are planning to do with their champs here. It looks like they don't really know what they're trying to do. They picked the Kale to scale, but then they just played very aggro in the early game,
Yeah.
giving up a bunch of kills.
Agreed.
And then the Mordekaiser definitely needs to like set one target prio up in draft until late in the game when we can see the one guy who's super fed.
Yeah, I think we also have a bit of like anti-synergy bot lane. Like Ezreal, Nico, I don't think they work too well together, other than like they have a little bit of poke. But if we're playing poke into a Senna lane, it's not exactly the best because you can just like heal through it. So maybe like one or two different picks, maybe a bit more frontline, maybe some peel. Or maybe if we're gonna go dive with Nico, we go another dive champ, so we can maybe kill this Varus a bit easier.
Yep, but they are 10 kills down right now, 4 kills down on, or 4,000 gold down on the gold lead. What do you think it's going to take for Team LBCC to take it back here?
I think we need a flash ult on Varus from Mordekaiser, and I think Nico needs to get an OK ult as well. And then I think Kale has to not get CC'd by Malphite. I think if those three things happen, we can win. Because if Malphite can ult Kale, we're not outputting the damage we need to like win these fights, especially because they have so much healing. Trundle heal, Senna heal, Annie shields. So Kale needs to be putting out damage the entire time, and Mordekaiser needs to get rid of Varus.
And also, even with all this healing, they only have 2 heal cut items on the team. Mordekaiser building a Bramble Vest instead of Oblivion Orb. And then here with Cassante, looks like, oh, did he sell his heal cut item?
Cassante had brambles earlier.
Cassante did have Bramble earlier, but looks like he sold it to get Frozen Heart with the Warden's Mail he had. Now they only have 1 heal cut item for all that Trundle and Senna healing. Oh,
Yeah.
massive team fight breaking out right here. Trundle flashing in.
Okay, so Mordekaiser ults Malphite. I think that's fine. We kind of just have to like hold the line so that when he comes out, nothing bad happens.
Oh,
But we can't group.
The,
we're grouping in front of the Malphite. Yeah.
now the Malphite ults
Yeah, we
the
did flash the
Kale.
Malphite ult.
Kale ult coming out, doing just not enough damage to kill that Malphite.
And Senna auto the turret outside of the turret range. Did you see that?
Yeah, looks like it is possible.
Oh, okay, with the rapid fire proc.
Even before, I don't know if it's been patched, but the long range bot laners could auto the tower outside of the tower range. I don't know how long ago that was, but if you just get the right angle, you're just out of tower range and you can just
That-
auto it to death.
That is awesome. Oh, this is their soul point too, and now we don't have mid prio. See, this is gonna be really hard now. Now, they're extremely fed. They will permanently have mid prio until our inhib respawns, and they're on soul point. So we have to walk into our jungle. We have to walk into the river. We have to fight this drag, and we have to contest mid wave at the same time. So it's like our decisions have to be quick. Their decisions can be slow. We have to push out a mid wave and then instantly look to see if they're doing the drag. Every single time that we step off of the mid wave to come check drag, they're allowed to just back off and wait for us to start it because they have a Malphite Annie that can go second. And it's like really, really good for them to go second. And so like they have the option to kind of like do this dance here, and we're stuck trying to keep up.
And
Because
Kale
they
coming
got that
in
mid
late,
inhib.
she had to do a quick reset to buy an item. That team is not together right now, but they haven't started Dragon yet.
They're pulling it out.
They're pulling it out on the blue side team, making it easier for red side to come in and do something.
Yep.
But it looks like they're just too scared to go in for a fight. Oh, Malphite coming, or Mordekaiser coming in for the flash, trying to steal it with the smite, but just a tiny bit too late. Massive shield, massive team fight breaking out, but they just don't have the damage to clean it up.
Yeah.
Cassante still living for a while, even in 5 of them. But it looks like with the super minion wave pushing into the tower, everyone on a 1 minute timer for respawn, it looks like it's a game end here.
Yeah, this looks like it should be GG's. No, I think it was way too aggressive early when we're playing like Kale Cassante, when we're kind of like playing to scale.
Definitely got really cocky after that first game.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that we need to fix. But I mean, we should win. We should win game 3. I mean, now we know that they like this team can play against us, you know? There is a possibility of us losing, and so we just have to play towards our strengths for game 3 and it should be fine. We're going to go to a little break, and we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes here. So thank you guys for tuning into game 2. We'll be right back for game 3.
All right. Hello, guys. It's LBCC Aliyah. Sorry, some tech issues.
Yep.
So we are back in the game after that banger of a game and that banger of a draft. Our
Oh, and they see
coach
that Malphite, they
decided
go
to,
straight into a
help him
Silas.
out.
That is the hardest counter in the game. No, that is a massive
Very,
counter
very
pick.
good on. So we see the Jin again. This is from the first game, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. So right now we blinded Nami and they blinded Malphite. That's really inting by them because you never blind Malphite, especially if you don't have a Silas ban, because Silas is just ultimately better. Malphite's job is to just press R button, and
Yep.
Silas can do it better.
Silas builds AP so much better than Malphite can. This is the worst win rate in the game, no matter what role it is. You pick Malphite on your team. If your support picks Silas, that team has a higher win rate.
Exactly my point. So now we see the misfortune. I think we've been I think you guys have been talking about it. We have been talking in the first game, second game as well. Like misfortune absolutely fixes this draft. It's just because how OP it is right now. It's really overpowered. There's nothing you can do against it. And also like we've seen both ADCs. They somewhat. How would you say, bot?
Well, let's just say they haven't been doing very much until they get fed. But we're seeing an Elise from the enemy team here. That jungler really likes swapping it up every game.
I'm not sure if this is an Elise support. I don't know if it's still a thing that they want to do. Thinking that this guy's Emerald, I would probably assume that it's not going to him.
And now they banned the Nocturne out from Aaron here, but I don't think our team wants more damage anyways. We really want some tanks for our hyper carries here. Silas, MF. Get that lockdown with the Nami. They don't want to see the Trundle anymore. He did do 50,000 healing in that last game.
I mean, Trundle's like, if you have a KO and a Kisante, Trundle just completely eats you over. You just get ulted. Your resistances are gone. Your damage is gone. So basically a very good counter. Well, I agree with the ban too. It's kind of irritating, especially if you're playing Misfortune. Like the pillar will just absolutely kill your ult. But so also same with Malphite though. So I'm not sure how that one goes.
Now
So we can see.
Ban the Galio here. I don't know what the Galio would be picked into. They only have 1 AP, 2 AP, but we don't even see the mid lanes coming out yet.
I think it's a pretty good ban considering that LBCC still lacks engage.
Yep.
And they need a strong engager. Silas can just E in Galio ults in, so I really love this ban. Elise Rel.
Picking
So
a
we
Rel,
do know that
okay.
Elise is going to jungle and Rel will be support. Right now, I'm sorry.
They're pulling out the hidden rail tech, aren't they?
Yeah, but right now we see 3 divers. Elise pretty good at level 3 dives. Let's see if we're gonna have a lane swap here. I think lane swapping would be pretty alright, but judging from these guys, I don't think they would. But lane swapping with Elise is pretty good.
They picked the Udyr. Oh no, they picked the Lilia. Now they really need someone tanky up there in the top lane.
They have one source of AD, by the way. That's MF. We need
Ooh.
some ADs.
Looks like, yep, I saw the Ornn coming out,
The
but
Ornn is another magic damage. Well, it's gonna be okay a little bit because Misfortune absolutely like kills you with her AD build, just pretty strong in general.
yeah, looks like it's gonna be an Ornn pick.
An Ornn pick.
Now, what did they pick here? What is their last champ? They have their mid lane picking.
Cobber.
Did they pull out the Annie once again?
If they pull out the Annie, I don't suggest an Annie here because Annie will work good, but it's just too short range.
Vygar, they're looking to scale.
Thinking about that.
Yep.
If you pick Annie into this team comp, it's just like pretty int, just because of how short range Annie is, and Misfortune would just like absolutely kill you.
Yep.
Silas, we can see this for sure mid, right? We're gonna see this mid.
Yeah, most likely mid.
Most likely mid against a Veigar. Not that great of a matchup, but it's doable.
Yeah, that if he tries to stuck him right in, and then the Vygar just places a cage, stuns and runs away. But if he pulls off some crazy combos here, it could look like a stomp in the mid lane.
Okay, looking at team comps, we have Nami, Silas, MF, Lilia, Ornn.
do have a lot of lockdown. That Nami ult's gonna come in, crash in like a wave. Lilia's gonna make them all go to sleep, and then Ornn just gonna knock them all up, stun them, extend the stun. All just massive stun
But
for our
let-
misfortune to come in with.
Let us talk about this Veigar though. When it comes to team fighting in general, especially in choke points, Veigar is gonna provide a lot of utility with Rel, Malphite. They're lacking of damage though.
Mhm.
Jhin does not provide enough DPS against a misfortune. So this Veigar really needs to get like absolutely pop off on his stacks. Just absolutely make sure that he's dishing out as much damage as he could. Oh wait, I forgot about the Elise. I'm so sorry, guys. Elise needs to get fed. If not, you're not a champion, basically.
Yeah, it is.
All you can do is just like stun.
I believe Elise is a carry jungler, right?
Elise is a carry jungler, but the only carry jungler that feels like you're absolutely useless if you do not get any leads whatsoever. I'm pretty sure Elise can invade Lilia. I'm pretty sure that's a possibility, especially with Rel. Rel, Elise, heavy pick potential.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about the way this Silas should be played is because there's a lot of, well, not a lot, but like we have Malphite, Rel. Yeah, that's it. That's like the good old he could take. Elise. What happens if he takes Elise R? He becomes a spider. Then he starts like wreaking havoc.
I don't know here. So that Malphite ult, that's going to be huge on the Silas. You have Veigar just going to blast them with damage. That Rel ult is going to be really nice for grouping him up for that Lilia just spinning in a circle right around the Silas with the Rel ult, and then just get a massive stun. Jhin, it's okay. You really want Silas closer to the front than you do in the back shooting the Jin's shots.
Again, we don't like the Jhin here. For some reason, I feel like Jinx would have been better. Or even the Varus from the second game. Did they ban it out? Can you see the bans? No, they
Varus
did not.
ban.
So I'm pretty sure that it's just a comfort thing. Like they really like the Jhin. So I don't think it's working out. I think it's just a comfort pick. The Varus did wonders for them. I really wanted to see a Jinx on this draft because Malphite Jinx is just, what more can you ask for? You have a Rel Veigar. It's a lot of CC, a lot of lockdown. I'm pretty sure they're gonna struggle bot lane. Jhin Rel aggressive, but I don't see a world where they can kill Nami Misfortune if they play properly, unless Elise paths down bot. Talking about junglers this game, top lane matchup, tank versus tank, you experienced it. They just hit each other until they get their tank items and they can never kill each other. I would think that both junglers might path bot here because there's really nothing much to work with Malphite Ornn. Like if you get Ornn a kill and a mount, there's nothing really. They cannot work with the leads. They're just two big tanks. So let them solo on their island. I think the main point of contention here is gonna be the mid lane.
Yep, you just want that Ornn up there scaling like the Kale, and then once he gets really leveled up, he's gonna scale the rest of his team with him.
So I hope they pull up the game soon because we do not see the game timer. Are we ready?
Game's up in a minute.
Game's up in a minute. Where do you see it? Oh, over there. I see. Game's up in a minute.
Right, so what are your predictions for early game this time? We do see Team LBCC not the greatest in their early game team fights.
Yeah, I think with the way that these games have panned out, very messy. This was what would they call a banger of a game. Like very bloody, very messy. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's gonna.
And yet we still see voracious Otacon somehow.
Somewhat, it's actually insane that this game is. I do not understand how things work, but early game, the Cobber, they have a very good early game. Not very good, but like better than LBCC. If only LBCC could like. I'm hoping for an invade here. I know they're a weak invade, but from how the games have been going, an invade would be nice. Like a 5v5 level 1, that would be funny. It's just I think the Cobbers really want to fight. LBCC loves to fight. They both want to fight, then just fight level 1, right? Like what's the big? They've already been fighting ever since the map started. So I want to see a level 1 invade. They have no whatsoever. Like no util for a level 1 invade, aside from Silas E maybe starting E, Nami starting with his bubble. But it would be fun. I would like to see it. Jin does not do well in invades, so I do think an invade would be good. But I think we're just gonna see a standard 5-point. 3 minutes before the game starts, right?
I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah. So prediction: who's gonna win? Right now it's 1-1. Cobber LBCC, both games. If you haven't watched it, I suggest. If you like watching League, like Crazy League, just just go back a few seconds, like play it 2 times. It's like really fun to watch. Very stressful if you're a fan of each team because it's a lot of back and forths. First game, not that much. Second game is a lot of back and forths and a lot of crazy things happening, and you're really gonna get lost. This is one of the best games I've ever watched, and this is what League is all about.
Although I think LBCC in that first game, they did seem to have the better team fights once they got later into the game. That last comp from the second game, though, they didn't really have that great of a team fight, and they also just like kept coming to fights late. If they fix that, come to fights all as a team at the same time, I think they have this.
I think also they just had a lot of fun, too much fun rather, because Kale, Sante, we know those champs do not exist until they get like their level 11s, level 16s, I would say for Kale, and like 2 item spikes, and the enemy team just they're not even abusive at that fact that they have no champions. They just let them scale. But even so, it was just a fiesta of a game, and that it did not matter at all. We do know that mechanically, our mid laner in LBCC is somewhat a little bit better. So if we can leverage that a little bit more, get him ahead in the first 2, 4, 5, 6 minutes, we can use that advantage. So just snowball jungle, snowball bot, and I think that's how we're gonna see it on this game. And we are.
Looks like we're coming into the game now. What is it gonna look like?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna see a standard 5-point here. What do you think?
I believe so too. Our team LBCC not really a big fan of the invades.
I would love an invade. I'm definitely a big fan of invades. I hope there was an invade, but let's see. So far, no one's posturing for an invade. This team is not moving whatsoever. Okay.
All
right. Okay, I do think that we're gonna see the standard 5-point, huh?
Yep, I believe so. It is safer, and they will be able to tell once.
I see pings by the enemy.
That's our team. Looks like Lilia will be starting top side, gonna path bot. Try to get that MF really fed.
All right, this is how we predicted it. How it's gonna go. Both junglers padding through bot side. I would hope so, because top side, even though it's a melee to melee matchup, it doesn't really matter if you're tanks. So the main point of contention is mid and bot side. But I think mid's just mechanically better, so they're gonna leave that alone. But they have been catching this mid laner out. The River, our mid laner, LBCC mid laner, have been caught out plentiful times in the mid last game.
He does like getting into fights, as we've seen from that Cassante last game.
Multiple times. And
many times.
And let's see how it goes.
But, like, he somehow gets away with it.
For some reason, 5 people cannot kill the Cassante, who misses everything.
Yep.
Alright.
Looks like they see the Lilia in the mid lane. They don't know where she's gonna start.
I do not like this Lilia start.
Lilia
the Elise start, because both are pathing. Wait, what is this?
Yep.
Lilia is doing Raptors into red or Raptors into blue?
Looks like she might be doing Raptors into a blue buff.
This problem.
No, she goes down. Raptors
I think this
red.
is a level 3. This is gonna be. Oh no! Never mind.
Just gonna be a classic full clear.
Yes.
Team Cobber does like to do their leashes though to get that jungler slightly ahead.
I'm not a big fan of leashes, because it just takes away so much time and gives away info of where the jungler is. And just as we expected, 2 top laners. There's not much action there. You might see them like face to face with each other. It's just because of they're just melee, so they don't have a choice.
Now Kale does have a minion lead here. He's just gonna try and poke him out. Don't know if he's gonna back. He's a bit low on mana. Does have Ornn passive though, so he can just craft items in lane whenever he wants.
I wish we go back to the time where we can buy mana pots. That would be so insane and OP. Ooh.
Ooh, massive poke coming out from the MF.
Alright, that
The
like
Stylus just jumping
Stylus is going in.
straight onto Veigar.
that's a
Veigar
really good
chunked
trade.
at half HP.
And walks into the back to the queue, takes that second Q damage. I do not like this guy.
Probably does not know that the Silas chains have 2 hits on them.
This would probably be a stomp in the mid lane unless this Elise paths towards it. I suggest that this Elise help out this Veigar because this Veigar needs to set up a reset.
Yep, as we know, Micah does like to play really aggro. If that Elise takes advantage of that, could counter the top lane or the mid lane matchup with just constant camping.
I see the MF pick is working. Like we just poking out the Jin here. Nothing really much.
It's
to
like
talk about.
Rel so far has not gotten any good stuns to get the damage off, but even if she does, Jin doesn't really have that constant damage output. He's a bit of more of a kind of bursty
type of
ADC.
marksman, yes.
Yeah.
Both
And that
top
Ornn coming in.
laners-
Oh, massive
okay.
trade. That Ornn does deceptively large amounts of damage even as a tank, but the Elise comes
is coming
straight
in here.
up
I think
and looks like he might
is
be
good
dying.
here.
He does have flash still. Lilia coming back up.
Gale is actually holding.
Oh, and the
that's
Malphite
massive
flash, and we get first
goes to
blood
LBCC, and I think that's gonna be
with
a
the
second
level
kill
lead
too.
on the Lilia.
I do think that Lilia should get the kill here.
Lilia and the Ornn coming straight back up. That should be a kill, at least out of mana.
All right,
Can't
then they
do
decide to
anything
back
anymore.
off. Okay,
Oh, at least with a
this-
huge engage, the Nami just barely misses the bubble
I think he's good.
and dies to the
Alright.
ignite.
Okay, we see this is what we're talking about. This is pretty crazy team.
Mhm.
Both teams love their fights, their skirmishes, and love doing questionable plays.
Yep. And that Elise, even though she's low on HP, it looks like she's going to
She's
go
still
back
clearing.
to clearing with the safety of the Malphite. Now that his TP is gone, TP straight up.
All right, Malphite has no sums whatsoever. Yes, mid lane burned flash, so I think Micah engaged too hard on him, and then he just flashed up. I think this is a really good Oh, that's
Oh,
a
minus one cannon
minus
right
one
there.
cannon, guys. Sorry about that. I had to point that out. So too many planes. Angel, if you're watching this, you should have never missed that. Okay, going back to the mid lane. I think this guy pretty nervous against the Silas because he
We do
already
see the Rel
poisoned
roaming
flash.
up though. It might catch out Silas unaware. There is no vision set up in the river. He does not know the Rel is up there.
I think he's fine.
Oh, and
the
he
way
backs
that-
off with the Lilia coming down to see
This
all
is
of
a
them. The
very
Rel's
in
charging
play
straight in.
by this jungler. He's very pinched, but he does have flash.
Rel coming in with the flash
That's a
onto
good
a...
layer.
Oh, and the Nami
Oh.
coming in for the save, but
the
just
Jhin
barely.
still got it. Barely out. Barely out. We like what we're seeing here from Team Cobber. They're actually fighting back blow by blow. Now they're only 100 gold in the lead. I wish we could see the gold. Is there any way we could like message him? I want.
We
I
gotta
want
message our spectator here, our man on the eye.
man on the eye to show us gold leads at the moment.
And it looks like top lane
Oh,
once
okay.
again. Oh, going for a
Just
good
trading,
trade, but the Malphite hits level
hit
6.
so
He
I
will
think
not be
would've
dying
just
here.
Back off. I think Kale Gaming is a little bit behind on EXP.
hmm
I do think so, but I don't know why. Because Malphite still needs to collect this wave, and he already hit 6. Kale collected the whole wave, and he just hit level 6. So he's probably down like a cannon and like 2 casters worth of EXP.
Yep. But he does have prio for the grubs, and they take it.
Okay, they got the Malphite ult. So, are both objectives on Team Cobber side? First drag, and that's a good trade.
No, we have grubs on Team Blue here, so it looks like the objectives are
Grubs on Team-
1-1.
Okay. So it's objectives 1-1. Their timers not gonna be in sync, but we do think that LBCC will be prioritizing a second drag here. Just from how I've seen them play and how I know them, I think they're gonna prioritize second drag. Okay, there we go.
Oh, we see the Malphite this time. Actually, he started off with the Doran's ring and first back to buy boots. Interesting
Why is
start.
this Malphite is down 10 CS. Kale is up 300 gold just by getting a lot of CS. So we see how important CS is, and he has an assist.
Mm-hmm.
Both junglers equal and clear.
Now we see the
We see
Ornn
it.
TPing topside. He won't have that for the dragon coming up in a couple minutes.
Good sidestep.
Oh,
I think this guy, but the spider.
Silas
lens
with the Malphite ult. He could kill the Elise here. Oh, but the Veigar K is just barely stops it.
barely gets out. I like this trade by KO. I think this could be really good. Just a couple of misplays, but he will deny the cannon a piece. Or will
Unless he
he?
keeps tanking that
Please
wave,
stop
that
tanking
Ornn
the
can
wave.
just...
Please let the cannon die.
Oh, and
All
Ornn
right, it
does
dies.
miss cannon.
I think this is a dive angle. Elise is topside though. If KO
Elise is
just presses
topside.
ult and Malphite burns ult.
He does have ult here. He can... Malphite is
Ma-
out of
Malphite
mana.
is out of mana.
You press Q, you press R, you knock him up again with
Okay,
your
we
E,
see Elise
you kill
pathing
Malphite
up
here.
top though.
He
So
has
this-
flash to get out, but that Bombies would also take the tower aggro just from taking a small hit.
I think kill. Oh, you see a Q following this Jin from across the map, and we see it hit.
Massive, massive.
Massive, funny interactions. Okay, we didn't see a gank from Elise.
All right, Elise looks like she's padding up
Alright.
topside, trying and gank the Ornn, but I don't think she can do anything here.
Ornn, ult, flash up. Let's see what happens.
Ornn getting ganked by Elise, hits the Q to slow her down a bit. She does hit a ton of stun, but he just dashes straight out. Smart play from Ornn here. You want to hold that E for after the stun, because it actually doesn't make you unstoppable like other dashes. So if he dashed first and
We
the
see
Elise,
Silas engaging.
oh, Silas getting
That's a
some nasty
very good
damage
trade.
off and takes the Veigar ult. That is going to be massive in the next fight.
Still, we see Veigar has ult up. Oh, barely misses. Barely misses. Back to we see Veigar with a flash and TP up. I think he's going to be relatively safe here, but he is down 20 CS. We see half the team on enemy and the Cobber side. They're down like 20, 30 CS.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Everyone on LBCC is up CS against their lane opponents, but Jin has a kill though.
Although this game is already playing out much slower than the previous games.
Yeah, this is a much slower pace than we are used to.
Looks like they really want that win. Don't want to make some big mistakes like they did last time.
They learn from this mistakes, and that we see Veigar trading back equally. We see
Ornn coming here, doing a bunch
not
of
that
damage
much,
again.
you know. It's a tank versus tank, like not really.
Yeah, but the Ornn W does do
Percentage max HP.
So he
and
does
it
a
is-
small tank counter.
Okay, we see
Oh, we get the
Veigar
flash
flashing
from the
again.
Veigar, yeah. Although I don't think if he landed that, he would have killed anyways. Would have just chunked the Veigar out.
All right, they are fighting for the third grub. I do not.
We don't have... Oh, massive knockup, but we don't have any
Any
damage here. Silas
follow-up
just
whatsoever.
refusing to rotate. Oh, and
Okay, he's
another
coming in.
knockup.
I think
Silas coming
Silas
in.
can steal Malphite ult and turn this around.
Silas unfortunately does not have
And
ult.
we see LBC support coming up, and they are really scared of fighting this.
They don't want to contest the grubs.
I do think that this is contestable. This is fightable if they want to. If they want the safer route, then they just go drag. Kale misses his E, and our Nami misses her Q.
Yep. That Elise is really low on HP though. Don't think they can start the grubs anymore. That grub also stopping the back from the rel.
Planes in a ward. We see the effort here.
He is also down a level. Gonna be tough on those trades.
But he is a misfortune against a Jin. But this Jin has flash,
It looks
barrier
like-
up.
Team Cobber has given up grubs, but we are not starting it. We're just checking for vision.
I
They have no
didn't-
vision. Malphite walking down. Rel and is that Veigar walking up through mid. It looks like they're gonna be going down for dragon. They want this dragon much
I don't
more
really
than they do
like
grubs.
the grubs call here from LBCC since we're playing a tank top and a Silas. Silas wants to team fight alongside the Ornn. We drafted a team fighting comp and we're picking grubs. I just wanted 2 drags is better for us. So we already got 3 grubs, you know.
Mhm.
We don't need to get that buff, especially if we have like weak side laners. Well, we know that Silas is a strong side laner, but this whole draft is basically based upon team fighting. So if they want a team fight, I suggest stacking dragons instead of stacking
Oh, now they're
grabs.
looking for the rotate up, stealing that ult from the Malphite, getting the flash out, but then we get the Silas Malphite ult, and we
Malphite
catch
held his
Malphite
ult.
lacking.
This Malphite held his ult so long that he died. I think that's a pretty huge misplay by the Malphite.
Yeah, as soon as you see the Silas get the hook off on you, I think you flash ult and try to escape there.
I think you just have to ult it. Like, not gonna lie, your ult is unstoppable. If he just ulted out, he would have lived here. And now we see standard laning, top trading plates, bot trading plates. I think this is pretty textbook trading.
Now with 6 grubs, although the Ornn is tanking tower shots as the
All
Malphite
right, Silas
TPs
just
back.
took a tower shot, took 2 tower shots,
And a Veigar ult as the Elise walks straight up.
That's a
Flash
flash.
Q.
and
And
he just walks away.
misses.
He just walks away. That's a. I'm sorry.
Oh,
folks.
and now he's going in, but
Oh.
huge ult from the Rel trying to stop it, but the
That's a huge
Lilia
ability
was
by
right
Silas. I
there.
think they can turn this around. I think this is a kill.
And
I
it
think they
looks
can
like
turn this around.
that was a massive misplay from Team Cobber.
And that's a massive
Elise-
misplay by this Lilia.
Is
I
Does she
think
get
the
away?
Nami just
and
takes a
yep,
kill.
Nami just takes the kill, and that was just 3 kills given for free.
Back-to-back misplays. I really enjoy this, and now we're just fighting.
Oh, and now Misfortune also out here poking down that Jhin in the bot lane. Ornn once again tanking more tower shots as that tower is almost dead. He really wants that demolish proc. As he just keeps pushing wave.
I think this Malphite does not know
Oh,
that.
huge damage. Ult coming out from the
Flash
Misfortune.
out by Jhin,
And the Jhin just gets away.
barely gets away. Flash barrier, no sums. That's what you expect from a Misfortune. Jhin cannot really match this Misfortune in terms of 1v1, just because of the raw damage and how
Now it
fast
looks
she can
like-
output the damage.
They're pushing up for that tower, but they're just going to poke down the Rel.
Well, we see the grubs working out for them. I'm not gonna lie. I think that the next big team fight is gonna be in 2 minutes for that drag, because I don't think LBCC is gonna give up that third drag easily.
Yep.
'Cause that's gonna be sole point for team Cobbers.
And now we
And-
do see Malphite here is building Sunfire Cape against 4 AP champions.
I do not
Interesting
understand this
choice.
Malphite. And we see a gank.
Oh,
top,
Malphite coming out with the ult, but the Ornn dash just
That
gets
is
away.
a very wide ult. I think
And
he
now
just walks
he
out.
just gets away. Lilia coming up.
And
They might be
Kale
able to
Gaming
clean
is
this
just
up.
bonking him with a hammer without mana, by the way. And
Oh.
we see mid fighting again.
Silas fighting. Veigar walking to the
I think
wrong
this is a solo
side.
kill. He's up in like 3 seconds.
Ooh, flash
W
hook and ult.
and that is done.
And now Lilia here fighting up against the Elise.
I
Don't know
think
if she has the
Elise
damage for
wins
that.
this, though.
Oh,
If-
she is kiting her out. The Silas could push wave,
Where
come back
is
up.
Elise E? Did
Oh.
he use Elise E? He just misses. It's crazy. I don't think
Close
there's
kill though.
words that can explain this game. Oh,
Elise-
misplays back and forth. Just what we expected. The point of contention should be mid, but we don't see them fighting for mid. For
Yep.
some reason, this Jhin has 100 gold bounty when his
Just-
whole team is down.
Yeah. Farming up. One kill, 1 assist, 110 CS.
He is down.
Misfortune
CS.
just poking that Jhin out like
He might
crazy.
be 1 level up, but it does not matter. Like, as a Jhin against a Misfortune, this is sad. We see
We
them
see the
engaging.
ult
That's
coming
a
out
huge
and
ult.
huge ult coming in.
And
And we also get the sleep and the ult from the Nami as well, blasting
it's just
all
over.
our ults away.
We see Silas coming in. Silas going in
taking Rel
Veigar.
ult. We should be able to take this kill easily.
That's Herald and Dragon. I think that should be game. 5k gold up. I think we should start talking about like lane assignment and how they're gonna play out this game, because they got the lead. They secured the lead, and we just need to make sure that we keep this momentum going.
Yep.
LBCC rolling in gold, like rolling in coins and silver. The only one that's equal is bot lane right now. But even so,
Once
we're gonna
again,
see a solo kill.
oh,
Barely,
Will he flash auto that?
barely getting out. I think this is bot tower.
Oh, Jhin choosing to ult the Misfortune
I think this is a
instead.
really-
Interesting choice.
Misfortune.
And
There we
there's the
go.
flash
There's the
auto.
flash auto for the kill. And I think
Taking
he's
a
done
tower
by
shot,
Elise.
and she might just get ganked by the Elise here and die.
Elise, pick up an easy
And
kill. No
Getting
biggie.
traded right away.
Oh, that
Here-
connects.
Silas coming straight back in again. Veigar
Misses the
oh,
old Veigar flash. No MF whatsoever. And this is the third Drake. We've talked about this. I think LBCC really wants to contest this, but we have no Misfortune on our side.
we
TP
see-
coming on. Oh, TP,
not TP, just the
down.
back. They
7k
are coming
down.
up to start it. They are taking this dragon really slow. They don't have any damage.
They should be posturing around Drake. Do we really want to fight this?
Silas also walking down. Could get an easy stun on the
And it
Elise. And
connects
oh,
on
this looks like
Elise.
a kill coming in soon. Elise
And
trying to
Elise
Hexgate out,
misplays.
but just
This
barely.
is what we're talking about, though. The zone control from Veigar, if he was knocked down, he would have been like absolutely amazing. But it's
There-
just like the pockets on LBCC is too much.
Yep. And now that should be the freest dragon.
And we
The
see
Rail
Micah
should be
playing
dying
in
here
suit
unless
in between of two towers. Micah, that's a little bit too much.
he's getting really
Yeah, that's a
greedy.
questionable play. We're definitely gonna get a VOD review out of that one. A couple of mishaps. This guy does not want to give up. Well, at least Rel got the shutdown.
Yep. So far, most of their goal, it seems like it's on the Rel actually.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Unless this Veigar stops dying.
Elise walks back up again, trying to contest the dragon that's already been taken.
This is not your zone, sir. You cannot walk up into here. You walk up, you die. You should just
That
give up.
Misfortune, though, is walking up pretty deep. Could be caught out. And
This
she just backs straight off.
all right. By this lead, I think River and by mean the River side is not yours. You cannot ever walk up to the Silas because Silas will instantly one-shot you.
Mhm.
But then again, if Silas walks up too forward, which we've seen a lot of times, this guy likes to fight alone, 1v5, and somehow survives. But I don't think he was gonna survive. He's on a Silas right now.
Yeah.
Walking
That
up into Elise.
Tower
Veigar,
is just one hit away. It looks like they're trying their best to
they
not
should
let
favor
any
this.
waves crash.
This is the most important tower in the game. Like
Yep.
mid, inner, and outer. Really important.
Oh, Silas
And
coming
this is what
in
we're talking about.
1v4 once again.
And he just
And he
dies.
just dies. Nami coming in, trying to
And
save.
this Jin is
Misses the ult. Does she get out? Oh, the
All
Rel
right,
coming
Jane
in
gets a
with the
double kill.
Elise flash.
that's a solo
That's
ult.
Sleep coming in
That's
on the
not really
Rel.
gonna help you out,
Oh.
and they just claimed their bounties, I guess.
And
And
they
now
give
they're
up
just
that
3k
gold
down.
advantage.
Sadly, no objectives. I would have said, oh wait, Otacon is coming up. They're forcing this one.
Oh, interesting choice. Team LBCC was up 6,000 gold, but now that gold gap's closed to 3,000.
Okay, I think Kill Gaming has been caught out here. If they decide to just walk up, they do not.
They
This
don't
is
see
very
Kale.
entertaining, very questionable things that it's
They
going on.
do know the Otacon has been started, but they don't have that much damage. It looks like it's gonna be really
I
slow
think
burn.
Silas and Lilia will be up before
Yep, Silas already TP'd up
Already.
and they get off of Otacon.
Team
Looks like-
Cobber needs to back off here, unless they find a
Oh,
play.
Ornn ult coming in, knocking
That's the
up two of
massive
them.
ult.
We get MF coming in. Does
And
she have
Malphite ult, that's a
Malphite
massive
ult,
team fight
huge
for
Malphite
Team
ult into a
LBCC.
huge MF ult. Rel walking straight into it, dying, and we get.
And we just take everything for this point.
And now this should be a free Otacon.
Free
Can't even be
Otacon.
stolen by Jin anymore. His ult's already been used.
That's some massive Silas Malphite ult. And I think from this point onward, if Silas just stops fighting, please, if you can hear me from the different room, just stop going in 1v4 and you will win this game. That's
Yep.
all you need to do right now. You
Now,
have all the
they
gold in
do-
the world.
They do have to be aware that standing in the circle of Otacon heals it up. So they
Jin is
are taking it
walking up.
slower than they should be.
And that
Oh,
connects. and
Silas hits
Aw.
and kills the Jin.
What
Now
is
that Jin
this
is
game?
really staggered,
We
but the
should really
jungler
not
dies to
do this.
Otacon. Oh no, do they have the damage
This
to
is
take
a
this
very-
anymore?
This is a clown fiesta, guys. This is what this is all about.
And
So, if for those that don't know, Otacon deals percentage HP damage on that circle, and it actually heals him.
all right, and they get the Otacon all really low though. They could just be collapsed on. Looks like
And
Silas looking
looks like
to
Silas really
make
wants
use
to
of it,
fight and, loses his Otacon buff for no reason at all, and we lose
Oh.
Nami ult for no reason at all. So, like, I do not understand.
interesting choice.
Interesting choices, interesting interesting decisions.
Like we in that Otacon there, we should not have been standing in that circle at all. That just heals Otacon up a whole ton. You lose
And
so much
takes a lot of your damage.
armor and magic resist. You'll take so much damage, and then if they respawned and collapsed on you fast enough, you would have all been dead.
Even so,
But-
I think
Oh,
the
MF here overextended a little
the
bit.
lead is too much of a.
Elise coming in from behind. Oh,
Alright.
but looks
I
like
think that is a misclick. You did not mean to do that.
crazy misclick.
Please
but
do not
he
hit the wall.
doesn't-
Just go around. And he's going
choosing
straight
to
for
hit
the outer.
The greed. Can we get the tier 2 at least?
And,
Oh, we get Malphite ult
right.
out. But
Well,
we
he
are
has
trading.
Otacon buff.
And
So
Otacon, yeah, that may have actually been worth it.
I think it's worth it.
That's
600 gold into MF pocket.
yep. And now
Did
looks like they're posturing up for
Did
a
the Silas just
dragon
use-
setting up in a minute.
Did the Silas just use Elise? I think he did. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Questionable. 1 minute on drag.
Now trying to set up vision without knowing them. All of them are in the bush there.
Thankfully,
Oh, huge bubble hitting from the
thankfully
Nami.
this is the rift where you could teleport. People can move around very quickly, but I don't see them using it.
Yeah, that
With
that
this
Hex
rift-
Tech Dragon,
Yes.
you do forget about the gates quite often.
With the use of the gates, flanks are really important,
Hmm.
especially against a Silas Malphite. This Silas really wants to get a hold of that Malphite ult, and I think they got it.
Oh,
I think
got
they
the
should have
Malphite
fight
ult
right now.
coming in, huge
That
ult.
is
That
not
Jin
a
blocking,
ideal
but
ult.
the
But that's a
Lilia,
really good
huge
ult by
team fight
Misfortune.
damage. And it looks like they could just clean this up. Elise, does she get away? Oh, a huge flash into a Lilia circle.
By this point, there are 9k up. It's
They
just a
should
bigger
have this
wallet.
win.
It's just such a win. I do not like the Malphite ulting the two carries, which is Rel. The two tanks, which is Rel and Malphite.
Mhm.
It really doesn't do anything. I would have loved if we see a Malphite ult into the Jin. A Silas Malphite ulting into the backline, because realistically, Rel and Malphite will not do anything to you. Just kill the Jin, kill the Veigar,
Mhm.
and
And then they
Elise
have
is-
no damage.
at least it's really useless at this point.
Yeah.
Well, he has 2 items, so MF could still get one tap.
Now we do see Baron here coming up in about 30 seconds.
Do we contest?
Lilia is not resetting for her gold. It's playing really greedy for this invade. Gonna be a bit late to the Baron here.
I think with the goldie that they have, it doesn't really matter. All what's important right now is please walk up. Please stop clearing. You
Yep.
need to be with your team.
Ornn is gonna whiff the stun
This
into the rail,
Rel
but
caught
the
up,
Silas hits it. Malphite
and
ults
Malphite
in, but they have
ults
no
without
damage to follow up.
any reason
The
at all.
Silas stolen
This
rel
would be
ult,
free. This
just
would be a
taking
free
2 of them
drag.
out.
A Baron coming up soon.
Now Lilia is pushing out mid lane, might be caught out by the Elise here. Gotta be
And Veigar
careful.
caught out
Veigar
again.
flash out. This should be a free Baron, but
They should just
Looks like-
start it at turn. Just start it. Turn once you see enemy team.
yep.
Enemy team should not be able to walk up here.
And
We
here
see
we
a
have
Silas.
that Silas is really strong, just
being a
sitting
bodyguard.
straight up.
Oh,
They cannot approach.
this Silas is just being as irritating as it could possibly be. I
Yep.
think I like this play. Makes it impossible for the enemy team to walk up and have a possibility of a steal, especially with Jin ult 4-shot and Elise like Cube Smite. It's
Mhm.
always like deals like 2k damage for some reason. Q Smite deals 2k damage for some reason that we don't know. And this is really good by them. So Baron buff, they get it. Tier 2, they get it. I suggest
Huge
playing
gold
for
lead.
it's
They are
13k up.
13,000 gold lead right now.
I
This-
suggest just getting the last inner turret on the bot side, reset, and stack as 5 in the mid. With this gold lead, I think you could just brute force
Silas
it.
coming straight in for the Elise. He does have Veigar ult, pressing R, and the
Yes,
Elise just
that-
pops.
that-
That should be a free tower, free inhib tower, free inhib.
I think it's a reset angle first, because remember they still haven't spent their gold, or have they? I don't think they
A
have.
couple of them have backed. I
Yeah,
don't know if the Silas has.
The Silas has not backed yet.
Yep, there comes the Silas back. They're just pushing in that top wave.
All right, I think they could brute force this when once
Here they
ults are
have the
backed
cannon
up.
minion. They can just wait it out as the
Yeah,
cannon
we see
finishes the tower
alright,
for
we see
them.
the 4-man mid. Where's the Lilia? Lilia is clearing
Lilia
jungle.
is clearing jungle in the
Emma
bot
is
side
a
with
little
Baron
bit too
buff.
forward here.
Oh,
Ults
Malphite
one
coming out
man
and goes
turns to
straight for the
Jin.
Jin. MF coming out,
MF
catching
coming
both
out.
of them.
Rel is alone. Your Veigar is nothing useless, and your Elise, your carry jungler, is useless as well. And this
Oh,
guy
Silas
just dives
also going
in.
straight in again. Zanya is saving him
I think
from
he's
the
still dead
Veigar
by
cage,
here.
but he might still die. Oh, barely gets out, but just to die to the Relic
A
Knight.
huge Lily ult, maybe. I think if they were on the same page, like 5-man just running at them, I think they would have won
Yep.
this. Either
And here
or.
we do have Lilia just stacking up insane amounts of move
yeah,
speed, just
this
gonna
game
go
should probably be over soon.
in and out.
I think this game should have been over. Like 2-3 minutes ago. We see a huge engage by Rail.
coming in. Oh, they might clean this up here. If that Lilia doesn't have enough
Jhin
damage.
has huge ults. They got 2 inner turrets, but remember, 2 Nexus turrets, but remember they respawn.
Yep. Oh, they do have the
This
Lilia low
is
HP. Oh,
low.
and one more kill and it's over for
I think
them.
it's a Penta. Oh, but the
No
support gets
Penta.
the
Oh,
freaking kill.
unless.
No Penta, only a Quadra. Maybe. No.
All right,
died.
and we have game that is 2-1 for LBCC,
So that is a 31-14 kill score. in
ending off with
28 minutes.
15,000 gold lead. Now
That's,
that was a good game.
that is a very questionable game. Both teams absolutely love fighting. We do not understand why, but that's
But
very entertaining.
In that
right?
second game there, we did see LBCC learn from their mistakes. They played
Yes.
much slower in the early game,
The
in that
game-
last game.
much more safe, I would say, but still we still have some issues with the mid laner of LBCC just walking in and trying to kill everyone 1v4, which does
He
not
does play the Yona Yasuo, so he has just that mindset of, I will go in, I will kill
go
them
in, I
all.
will kill them all. But
Yep.
brother, you are playing Silas. You're playing that last game.
Well, he's Kasante mid.
Asante, you cannot do your own things. Maybe Silas a little bit, but you're
Mhm.
still a squishy champ. You do not have 1,000 dashes.
Yeah, but he did get a huge lead off here, and just that stealing all those ults did massive for Team LBCC.
I think the main key takeaway from Team Cobbers is that they blind picked Malphite in without taking Silas.
Although I think they saw the Malphite pick into the last game, we didn't pick Silas into that. So they
Oh, I
thought
see.
we just didn't want to pick Silas into the Malphite. They thought the Malphite was free, and that's why they took it.
And I think that is game, guys.
That's game.
So we
Alright.
are gonna fight this team next week.
Yes,
So
this
we
is
don't know what's gonna happen.
we now have like we know exactly what their playstyle is.
So we have an advantage, but they know us as well personally.
Mhm.
Mike is like one of my closest friends. I keep on telling him, stop fighting when you do not need to. You have the lead. You're mechanically better
Mhm.
than most of the players. You just have to like keep yourself in check. Do not fight when you do not need to, and like play the game slow. Especially if you have the lead, I understand it, but like do not go in 1v4. But
Mhm.
just that completely throws your lead out.
Yep. All right. So that was LBCC Team Black versus Cobbers from Concordia University there, ending off in 2-1 score.
2-1. 3 very
It-
interesting games.
First game was pretty close. Second game was also really close. And
It
that
was a
third
banger.
game,
It was a banger. Second
That-
game was a banger.
that second game, whew, what a game.
I'm gonna save that in my playlist. I'm gonna watch it when I sleep. I'm gonna have nightmares. I was in the back of the players watching, and I was having nightmares. I wanted to like just give them a pat in the head and be like, please, let's just stop fighting. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That second game, I'm gonna save it in my playlist. It's gonna give me nightmares for like a month or two.
So then that third game, LBCC has learned from their mistakes and they won that by a landslide.
That was a landslide, honestly. Yes. Pretty interesting games, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting games.
So that was good games. We'll see you guys next week for the League of Legends Week 4. Signing off is with LBCC Nurmrai Baya. My name is Justin. We have
LBCC Halia. My name is Enzo. Thank
have
you,
a great
everyone.
night.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today for League of Legends NACE Week 3 here at the LBCC Esports Lab.
Mm-hmm. All right. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.